All right, welcome everyone. Let me know if you hear me. Save me the trouble of having to put on the headphones. I say welcome to you, and today's a beautiful Friday, September 20th, 2024. And we'll get started. I'll say hello to everyone in the chat, and then I got something for you. So let's do this. First of all, it's a God thing. Welcome in. All right. Drop in during breaks. All right, good to see you. JoJo. What's up, JoJo? Hey, Prof, Weird Alex, mods, chat. Looking forward to the live. We're looking forward to you being here. All right, looking forward to the chat tonight. Dick Redshirt, Judy Hathaway, welcome in. Icy Cat, pardon me, welcome in. True Justice. All right, Granny D, welcome in. Tracy Fleetwood, and everyone else. Housebroken, welcome in. And Four Pits, Digital, and Lisa. All right, there you go, Digital and Lisa. All right, and everyone in the Lurker crew, please stop being awkward. Join the chat. Have a good time in the chat. We're going to do something different today to set the stage for Alex. Welcome in, Amy. To set the stage for Alex, I am going to take you back to 2017 before I bring you back up to this to this very month. But we're going to go back to August 2017, and I don't know how many of you might have caught this, but we're going to go back to August of 2017, and I will let you set the mood here, let you take a listen to something that was happening in August of 2017 and in the years leading up to August of 2017. And then we will, like I said, bring it up to the current day and welcome Alex in. So while I get that started, let me also say hello to those coming into the chat, like Jamie. All right, what's up, Jamie? What's up, commentator Root and Bobby Smith? What's up, everyone else in the Lurker crew? Like I said, join the chat. It's friendly in there. Enjoy it. If my mods would put up my funding, donation pathways, and all of that, I appreciate you supporting the channel. That's much appreciated. And anyhow, let you take a listen to something from 2017. Welcome in, Noe Amos. And while that's happening, keep in mind we're in August of 2017, and then we will bring you up to the current day, and we're going to learn from Alex today some things about how he got involved in the true crime snooping, I should call it, and what led him into that, in particular, very specific things. Then we're going to get into some chasing of pedophiles and that sort of thing, and then we're going to get into Keegan Klein and some very specifics about Keegan Klein, and then we'll surely also tie in Delphi at the end. So we'll be taking a long journey today, trying to establish some context, set the stage, and get you into the mindset of someone like Alex and his associates who do things a little unconventionally. And like everyone has a journey. His journey has surely changed over time. So we all come into the world doing things sort of brutally and savagely, and then hopefully over time we relax, we calm down, and we refine our techniques. So that's what sort of the road Alex has taken, and so we'll talk about that too. Anyhow, welcome in Kathy S. All right, so let's take you to August 2017. Here you go.
I'm Josh Makler. I'm the United States Attorney for the Southern District of Indiana. Many in this community here in Plainfield, of course, remember December of 2015 and early January of 2016. In response to some very specific, very graphic threats over social media that threatened mass shootings, bombings, and violence in this area, On December 17th, 2015, Plainfield High School closed the school for a day. Subsequently, Danville High School did the same and closed their school for a day. Those threats further led to the closing of the shops at Perry Crossing on December 18th, 2015, and a movie theater there. The shops were reopened after law enforcement searched the area and used bomb-sniffing dogs. When school resumed in January here in this area, students were not allowed to bring backpacks to school, and the police were stationed outside of the school buildings. This was in response to threats from an individual who labeled himself, who was only known at that time as Brian Kill, K-I-L. His stated goal through social media, which we received, in his words, he wanted to be the worst cyber terrorist that ever lived. The evidence showed he was well on his way to achieving that goal. He victimized individuals in 10 federal districts. Brian Kill used a similar pattern to commit his crimes, each one involving exploiting our youth. Through social media, he would contact victims, usually minor girls. He would claim to have pornographic images of those girls. He would threaten to release those images on social media unless they would send him more images of themselves, more pornographic images. This is commonly called sextortion. He continued repeating those requests, and here in Plainfield, we found out what happened if you refused to comply. He made very specific, very clear threats to the school in Plainfield. Those threats are very graphic. I won't repeat them now, as I cannot. But he threatened to kill the victim at the school, to kill the victim's entire class, to use, claim to have pipe bombs, a rifle, firearms. He made similar claims with regard to Danville Public High School, threatening to kill people he considered as subhumans, and he made threats specifically with regard to the shops at Perry Crossing, threatening to deploy bombs and then shoot people as they left the shopping mall. Law enforcement responded here in this community and federally. We used traditional law enforcement techniques to try to trace Brian Kill back in January of 2016. We have an excellent group of cyber investigator, but those techniques initially proved ineffective. The individual labeling himself as Brian Kill used what is referred to as the Tor network, T-O-R. This was a sophisticated dark web which allowed him to mask his IP address. He thought he could not be found, and in the cyber world, this was the modern equivalent of looking for a needle in a haystack. Many have forgotten about this case, I doubt in this community, but many have forgotten about this case. But the team of investigators behind me never forgot about this case. On Thursday, August 3rd, 2017, a team of agents from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Indiana State Police, the Plainfield Police Department, and the Brownsburg Police Department, as well as law enforcement agents from California, executed a search and arrest warrant at 9617 Eucalyptus Drive in Bakersfield, California. The judge in California issued a federal no-knock warrant, which allows agents to enter without announcing their presence. This was because of the fear of destruction of evidence. At that address in Bakersfield, California, computer equipment, removable data storage, like thumb drives, were seized, and an individual was taken into custody. That individual is Buster Hernandez, age 26, of Bakersfield, California. He was arrested on a federal arrest warrant issued on August 1st, 2017, out of the Southern District of Indiana. On Friday, August 4th, 2017, Hernandez appeared in federal court in Bakersfield on the federal charges out of the Southern District of Indiana. There, a federal judge ordered him held without bond and removed in the custody of the United States Marshals. He is now being transported in custody to the Southern District of Indiana to face those charges. Here at this press conference, I am here to announce that the cyber terrorist who we knew as Brian Kill has been arrested. His name is Brian Hernandez, age 26 years, and he will face federal charges in the Southern District of Indiana. The federal charges that he will face are threefold. First, sexual exploitation of a child, or sextortion, for sextorting victim 1 in Plainfield between September 2014 and January 2016 rather. That crime carries a mandatory minimum penalty of 15 years in federal prison and a maximum penalty of 30 years in prison. He also faces charges for threats to use an explosive device. That occurred on or about December 17th, 2015. For that charge, he faces a penalty of 10 years in prison. He also faces charges for threats to injure another person using interstate commerce. That crime carries a penalty of up to 5 years in prison. All of those charges and the evidence supporting those charges are contained in a 37-page federal criminal complaint, which has been provided for you. I would like to make 4 points about this case. First of all, the complaint obviously only identifies 3 victims. As I mentioned before, law enforcement has identified victims in at least 10 federal districts, possibly more. If you think you are a victim or you know of somebody who has been a victim, there is a website to contact at the FBI. It is the word TIPS, T-I-P-S, period, FBI, period, gov, G-O-V. So it's tips.fbi.gov, or call the number 317-595-4000. As I mentioned, the complaint identifies 3 victims. The first victim from Plainfield, victim number 2, who was sextorted from the state of Michigan, and victim number 3, additionally, who was sextorted here in the Southern District of Indiana. And as detailed in the complaint, the sextortion that Mr. Hernandez, also known as Brian Kill, used was so strong as it caused that victim to attend a community forum that was held at the Plainfield High School on January 19th, 2016, and report back to Mr. Hernandez what in fact was going on and what law enforcement was looking for. That's point 1. Point 2, which is a question I'm sure that is going through all of your minds, is how did law enforcement catch him? On this, I'm going to be fairly cryptic. Mr. Hernandez, aka Brian Kill, stated he wanted to be the worst cyber terrorist that ever lived. Certainly in our society, there's always somebody that's standing up, trying to take that title now that he's been arrested. And all cyber terrorists have a goal not to be caught. They use the technology that in social media that we all enjoy, that does so many good things, and the privacy laws that we all have that do so many good things to their advantage. As I mentioned earlier, he used the Tor network and the dark web, which allowed us not to be able to find his IP address. The work that has been done to find him has been astronomical. Over 100 federal and state search warrants have been issued and used in this case, searching things such as email accounts and Facebook accounts, trying to find, as I said, the needle in the haystack. More than 200 grand jury subpoenas have been issued, as I stated, trying to find the needle in the haystack. We had court authorization for over 20 types of electronic surveillance, including finally a Title III electronic wiretap on Mr. Hernandez's computer. We installed a poll camera outside the residence in Bakersfield, and we conducted hundreds and hundreds of hours of surveillance. And this is not just visual surveillance, although we did that. This is online surveillance, looking again and again for the needle in the haystack. That's how law enforcement caught him. At the end, and the thing I'm going to be a little bit cryptic about, we used a device which is called a Nite, N-I-T, which is a piece of computer code as detailed in the complaint. If that Nite is installed in a image or document and a cyber terrorist opens that, it does allow law enforcement to find the IP address. I cannot give you a more detailed explanation except to say the rest of the technique is law enforcement sensitive. The third point I want to make, and I think it's an important one, is that sextortion is a real crime. Individuals are looking to exploit our children. Individuals are looking to put communities in fear. Individuals are looking to shut down schools and shopping malls. We constantly, all of us behind us, try to provide training and education to our youth. I know our youth thinks they can take a picture of themselves and send it to their friends, and that goes away. But the reality of it is it doesn't go away. You don't control where that image goes. Many times it ends up in bad hands. And in this case, those images ended up in the hands of an individual who is a proclaimed cyber terrorist who is looking to sextort the victims. So be aware, if you're a youth and you are taking pictures of that and sending it to your friends, those pictures don't go away, and they can and will and often do end up in the wrong hands. The final point that I want to make, and I think it's an important one, is about the Southern District of Indiana. And clearly, I'm very provincial, and I take a lot of pride in what we do. Buster Hernandez, also known as Brian Kill, never stepped foot in Indiana. He never put one foot in Indiana. Now he's being transported by the United States Marshal Service via Con Air to this district to face federal charges. He will be in federal court in the Southern District of Indiana to face those consequences. For individuals that victimize our children here in the Southern District of Indiana, these men behind me will give full meaning to the long arm of the law. Even if you are in Bakersfield, California, and you never set foot in the Southern District of Indiana, you will face the harsh consequences of a federal prosecution. And just to make it clear, what are those consequences? It's not probation, it's not time served, it's not community corrections, it's not a halfway house or home incarceration. The consequences for exploiting our children in the Southern District of Indiana is federal prison, behind a wall, usually in another state. If you don't believe me, ask former Subway pitchman Jared Fogle, who these men investigated. He chose to exploit one of our children. He's now living behind prison walls for at least 15 years. If you don't believe him, you can go up to Michigan and ask former Park Tudor coach Kyle Cox, two-time state basketball champion, coached players that play at the top colleges in the NBA. He's now living inside the prison walls for 14 years. The consequences for exploiting our children in the Southern District of Indiana are harsh. And these individuals will not rest until the individual that exploits our children is identified, investigated, federally charged, and sent to prison. The individuals behind me have a list for federal prosecution, and it is a list that nobody wants to be on. I'm happy to be joined by the individuals behind me that worked for 20 months, that did not give up on this case, whose agencies and under their leadership worked to bring this individual to justice. And without them, I wouldn't be standing here today. The first is my partner, the special agent in charge of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the lead federal law enforcement agency on this case, Jay Abbott. Jay?
Thanks, Josh. Good morning. To the Brownsburg and Plainfield Police Department and Indiana State Police, many, many thanks from the FBI for your steadfast contributions to this case. We couldn't have done it without you. This was a very unique and complex investigation that highlights the tenacity, perseverance, expertise, and dedication of all those involved, but particularly the FBI. This was a top priority of our Crimes Against Children Task Force. Innovative techniques were utilized, solutions to difficult problems were created, and partnerships with key private sector partners, not often done, were developed, all to bring this case to a very successful conclusion. I want to especially recognize Assistant Special Agent in Charge Greg Massa, Supervisory Special Agent Mike Langeman for their hands-on leadership in this matter. I especially want to recognize Special Agent Ryan Barrett and Special Agent Andrew Willman for their investigative expertise and tenacity. They never gave up. They knew what this meant to the community, and they never gave up. It took a team with many contributions, but these individuals, with Brownsburg Police Department's Jennifer Barrett and Assistant United States Attorney Tiffany Preston, made extraordinary efforts to advance this case, and of course were absolutely integral to its success. In the late fall, in December of 2015, very graphic and threatening remarks on the internet were directed at Plainfield High School students, teachers, personnel, and the entire community. Shortly after that, in January of 2016, January 19th, I was one of those officials who stood before concerned parents and community members in that Plainfield High School auditorium to try and provide some answers. We were all frustrated with the circumstances that we were facing. We promised that we would not give up and that we would find the person who had been threatening the high school and victimizing young girls. Now, I know for some, it will never have been done soon enough because of what you had to live with for perhaps the last 2 years. But this is what the FBI does best. We undertake the most difficult and complex investigations, never give up, and bring these cases to a conclusion. The FBI takes a solemn oath to protect the American people and uphold the Constitution. And I will tell you today, I am extremely proud to say that in this case, the FBI exhibited this mission with a passion and a purpose to serve its community. And I'm immensely proud of our FBI personnel for this amazing work. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you. As I stated earlier, Mr. Hernandez, a.k.a. Brian Kill, is alleged to have committed crimes in 10 separate federal districts that we know of. I'm very provincial. I would put our prosecution and investigation team on cyber crimes, particularly crimes against children, up against any team in the country. One of the reasons is our long-standing partnership with the Indiana State Police, who have been leaders for many, many years in the investigation of these type of crimes and have selflessly devoted the resources necessary to prosecute these type of crimes federally. And a big reason behind that is the superintendent, Doug Carter. So I'm glad the superintendent is here to join me today for what I see as yet another in a long line of success stories of our partnership. Superintendent.
Thank you very much. Every keystroke, every image, every video that's sent or received is recorded forever. My gosh, I hope people hear that. Even for sick individuals like Brian Keel, I hate to even reference his name, thought he could hide under the cover of the dark web. Not with the expertise of the FBI in the United States of America. He did not hide. So is today the day, for those that are watching, that is your day? When you go to sleep and when you wake up, is today your day that we'll find out who you are? I certainly hope so. I couldn't be more proud to serve with the people that I'm standing with today, because I know that the level of sacrifice and commitment is absolutely the most significant part of who they are, but most importantly, what they represent. To the community of Brownsburg, Plainfield, specifically Plainfield, it doesn't sound like it was that long ago, and probably many people thought that since we were at a place where we couldn't do much more, we weren't doing anything. And by golly, nothing could be further from the truth. And unfortunately for me, I'm having those experiences all over Indiana right now. But nothing could be further from the truth. And we will do everything within our power, every single time. Sometimes at personal expense, and I'm okay with that too. Number 3, to the victims, the young victims in Plainfield, in Indiana, in the Midwest, and around our country. My gosh, I hope you'll accept my sincerest apology. But also know that we will do everything within our power to help you always. We will always, always do what we can do to help you. To the moms and the dads, and to the teachers and the administrators and the business owners here in the city of Plainfield. You taught me a lot, very personally. You taught me a lot. You taught me a lot on that January day when I was able to stand with my dearest friend Jay Abbott in that auditorium of what happens when a community coalesces around each other. When you realize the value of human life and you realize the value of your day. That was an extraordinary moment in time for me to be able to look out into that full auditorium and experience that, even though at that time some of you were very angry with us. But again, you taught me a lot about human life, and I'm very, very grateful. And finally, to the unsung heroes, Jay referenced several of them from the FBI. Jennifer Barnes, Chris Carter, multiple FBI agents, gee, many Christmas. The folks that work so tirelessly behind the scenes, knowing that they probably will not get the return that they give, but that's also something that they're willing to do. I'm very, very grateful. So from a very appreciative superintendent of the State Police in Indiana, I say thank you, and with my sincerest of gratitude, thanks and respect for those that I'm standing with today.
Thank you, Superintendent. I appreciate it.
Okay, I think we'll stop there. That's enough for you. I just wanted you to hear old Dougie. Yeah, so interesting, isn't it? Interesting, isn't it? So let me see. We're going to pull up something else for you. I'm going to pull this up. Forgive my I got so entranced by the press conference, I didn't I didn't upload this ahead of time. So. Something wrong with that guy. Something wrong with that guy. Okay. I was entranced by Dougie had me mystified, as usual. Okay. So let's see, we'll get this up. The Riddler. He was spinning his riddles. All right, so come on, baby. I don't have all day here. 2017, okay. Now we're going to come on up to 2024. Try to pull this up. I don't know what the heck is the problem here. Okay, come on. Okay, is today the day code for something like sleep well? Because right after Doug said sleep well and News Nation's fifth anniversary, Stephanie and Mike. Oof, that's bad. Let's not go there. And weren't too concerned about the girls' gymnastics team. Oh yeah, true. Frenchie can chime in on that. Yeah, what the hell is the problem with this thing? Come on, man. Try it again. Totally out of control here. Come on. What am I doing here? There we go. Okay, yeah, I got mystified by the press conference, and I couldn't even take care of this while that was playing. Okay, let's see. But thanks for watching it. Okay, thanks for watching it. It's important to understand what was going on in the years leading up to the deaths of our young girls here. Okay. Was there an Abbott on the trails? All right, so I don't know why my document's taking forever to load up. It's not that many slides. Come on. Good night, Bobby. Bobby says I gotta go. Catch you next time. Catch you next time. Yeah, what the heck is up with my slides here? It says loading. I'm about to throw the computer. Can I have a rage fit? Throw the computer now. Welcome in, Adrian. Can I have a rage fit? Finally. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Here we go. So what are we looking at here? This is from September 11, 2024. Okay, September 11, 2024. It says, defendant, among other things, allegedly posted photographs, personal information, and digitally altered images of the victim, AI-based, to social media accounts since 2017. Defendant also allegedly programmed artificial intelligence-driven chatbots to mimic human conversation. Now, listen. We just read from 2017 and prior, so now we're hearing from 2017 to current day. Okay, and this says, Plymouth man arrested for 7-year-long cyber stalking campaign. A Plymouth, Massachusetts man was arrested today for allegedly cyber stalking a victim through social media, email, and various online platforms. I need my glasses. What I need another prescription or something. Among other things, the defendant allegedly programmed multiple artificial intelligence-driven chatbots to mimic human conversation through text or voice interactions with unknown users of social media platforms. James Florence Jr., 36, was charged by criminal complaint with 1 count of cyberstalking. Florence was arrested this morning and following an initial appearance in federal court in Boston. Keep in mind, federal court. This is not Carroll County. This is not ISP. This is federal fucking court for you morons who are trying to fuck around and find out. In Boston, and was detained pending a hearing scheduled for September 16, which was just a couple days ago. According to the charging documents, between late 2017 and up to the present, Florence is alleged to have created multiple social media accounts and email addresses. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Which he used to harass and threaten the victim anonymously. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Florence had previously met the victim through a mutual friend and attended parties at the victim's former residence between 2015 and 2017. It is alleged that beginning in late 2017, Florence used anonymous social media accounts called troll accounts, for you in the back, to post photographs of the victim and photographs of her underwear, which had been taken in her former residence. Photographs of the victim. Okay. Florence allegedly posted digitally altered images depicting the victim as nude or semi-nude. Yeah, we call that AI. He allegedly posted the victim's personally, sorry guys, these glasses ain't cutting it, personally identifiable information on these accounts and on numerous websites. Can we talk about, Alex, when you get in here, can we talk about synthetic identity theft and all of that? Okay, let me continue. We'll get him on just as soon as I'm done with this. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It took me a minute to upload. Including her personal email addresses, home addresses, professional contact info, account passwords, and even a list of colors she had previously dyed her hair in order to dox her. Oh, yeah, the doxing. Florence allegedly also programmed multiple AI-driven chatbots with this information to mimic human conversation through text or voice interactions with unknown users of those platforms. In addition to having received threatening messages from social media and email accounts believed to be controlled by Florence, the victim also received harassing and extorting communications that are believed to be from users who messaged the victim as a result of Florence's posts, encouraging them to do so. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Okay. Florence would taunt the victim by creating accounts in her name. Oh, sounds familiar. Why are there accounts called the Prof? The Prof's kids. The Prof slept with my kids. The Prof hooked on phonics. What? Okay, we'll get back to that. Florence would taunt the victim by creating accounts in her name, using her likeness and tagging them with phrases like accept it, your exposure is permanent, slut, and enjoy your exposure, you naughty bimbo, you belong to the internet. Florence allegedly posted photo collages of the victim to the website, Ladies Exposed, including images edited to make her appear nude or semi-nude, along with her personal identifying information and captions that encourage viewers to post and share her everywhere to make the whore famous. The victim's name, image, and other personal information. Did I forget to turn the page? There we go. Were posted to at least 13 websites. At least 27 unique accounts were used to harass, impersonate, or otherwise cause the victim substantial emotional distress. We call that the troll farm. To date, the victim has received at least 60 distressing text messages, emails, or calls from the unknown senders addressed to the victim discussing her image and information posted online through August 2024. And we're not even talking about death threats yet. The defendant's alleged actions represent a chilling window into the dangers of online harassment and cyberstalking in the digital age. Using advanced technology to manipulate, torment, and publicly humiliate someone for years is not just reprehensible, it is criminal. No one should have to endure the kind of relentless harassment and devastating psychological toll that we allege this victim has bravely endured, said Acting U.S. Attorney Josh Levy. Our office is dedicated to ensuring that individuals who exploit online platforms to stalk, harass, and exploit others are held accountable. Get ready. Okay, we will continue to use every resource available to protect the victims of these crimes and bring justice to keyboard cowards. That means you keyboard fucking warriors, who abuse the digital landscape for their own malicious purposes and entertainment. Today, the FBI arrested James Florence Jr. for allegedly trying to hide behind his keyboard to sadistically cyberstalk and surveil the victim in this case, inflicting immense trauma and pain on both her and her family, said Jody Cohen, special agent in charge of the FBI Boston Division. The defendants alleged, I already read that. The charge of stalking by electronic means provides for a sentence of up to 5 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000. Sentences are imposed by a federal district court judge based upon the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. Acting U.S. Attorney Levy and FBI SAC Cohen made the announcement today. The Plymouth Police Department and Plymouth Fire Department provided valuable assistance in the investigation. Assistant Attorney U.S. Attorney Luke Goldworm of the Major Crimes Unit is prosecuting the case. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we are. This is the stage that we are discussing here. This is our context, and as I mentioned, we discussed the Buster Hernandez years leading up to 2017, and this James Florence is 2017 to 2024. Yes, 7 years he stalked this individual in the manner that you just heard. So, setting the stage for me to welcome with great applause, and please, ladies and gentlemen, make your applause known for our guest Alex Voorhies, who himself is attempting with all his might and skills to help and bring some of these criminals to justice. And that's why we have titled this episode Alex Voorhies, The Criminal Underworld. And welcome,
Yeah,
Alex.
yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
Good to see you.
Much ado. A lot of fanfare there. How are you, sir?
Doing good, man. It's a weekend, you know. It's a good.
Yeah,
It's a
you're
good
looking
time
sharp,
to be
and
alive.
you got a drink in your hand. I
Yeah.
think you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, welcome in. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure most of you know Alex. If you don't know Alex, you're about to get to know him. And if you do think you know him, you're about to get to know him better than you ever have before. I decided, and Alex decided, that tonight we're gonna introduce you to Mr. Voorhies, because I don't think many of you know. You know that he's weird, Alex V. Okay, and you know that he lingers around this Delphi. These Delphi streets for the past couple years, but many of you have not really understood where he's coming from. Hey, I was the same way, which is why I decided to get to know where he's coming from. So yeah, that's what's up. So Alex, I wanted to allow you to introduce yourself to the people who may be seeing you for the first time, and also our faithful viewers, to try to understand you. And so you and I, we talked about how you got interested, because I mean, we all know that back in the day, you're just some kid, you're
Yeah.
just some kid, and you got interested in this internet crime that was happening, and you decided that you wanted to take an unconventional route. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I'll let you pick it up from there, and
Dude, early on, dude, yeah, I dabbled in little, petty theft and cyber crimes like when I was younger. Like yeah, hacking neighbors' Wi-Fi, all the Kali Linux, like basic stuff back. This is like 10 years ago. And then I switched to 3D and modding. I was big on I want to be like a animator basically at the time. So I did 3D animation and stuff like that, and I was messing with a lot of 3D software. I go to CG Peers and all sorts of like torrent sites and get 3D software for free. Back then, ransomware wasn't as big, so you could download a bunch of software, no problem, not worry about viruses. So I was like tinkering with video games a lot. I would download old 3D models from old games, like PS3, PS4, and then I'd like kit bash them, like So I'd take like the gun from one game, put it on, a character, and then like maybe the shirt from another game, then put it on. So it was like mixing and matching like action figure parts, and then I would scan my face into video games, my friends' faces in, and it was cool, man. It was cool to learn how to do stuff like that. Especially there wasn't always a tutorial for the whole thing. There'd just be a tutorial for part of it. So it was cool to snap pieces together like that, So yeah, eventually, yeah, I was working at Target a long time ago. This was like 2018, and I read this Wired magazine article, and it got me hooked up. It got me hyped up, dude, inspired to reach out to cyber criminals. And I reached out to the two biggest ones of that year, and I'm still friends with them to this day. And then, yeah, that's it, dude. That's it. I read that shit. I was reading that shit in the Target break room, dude. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for reading that shit, man. But,
okay, this is an article, "The Teens Who Hacked the Video Game Empire." So this is April 2018, and so you're saying this kind of set you off in a certain direction.
Yeah, it did a lot, dude. And you know, after that, dude, I was already doing 3D by that time, and when I was doing 3D, dude, I just wanted to make like funny videos for YouTube or something. I made a couple, not a lot, but I was trying to either like impress people with like crazy VFX, like special effects and stuff in 3D, or I was trying to make them laugh, you know. So those videos sometimes take a lot of effort to make, so I didn't make too many, but I made a couple during that era. And then yeah, I met up with this guy, these two Russians. So his other Russian friend named Antoine, I think, I hit him up on Twitter. He patched me through to Berdiev. He lives in Washington, and I said, hey, do you want to make, like, you just want to work on shit, you know, you want to collab on shit. And then we've been like really close friends ever since. But back then, dude, he was getting shit on, man. Like, he was getting in fights with journalists. He was fucking, the owner of EA Games said that that's not what video games represent. So that was like really grody, crusty. So like, he was just really frowned upon and shit. And you know, we eventually made hits, like gaming hits that got acclaim and praise from you know, the same media outlets that were you know, calling him a psychopath and shit
Okay,
not too long ago.
so this guy here,
Berdiev, yeah,
Alec,
he's a real one.
Ada.
Mhm.
This is one of the guys who you
He's
kind
the
of
first guy, like,
he was
yeah, linked up with.
controversial, but he was badass.
Yeah, he was badass, dude. And but then Boxy, I met him. He got arrested by Sega that year. I met him, and
Boxy.
yeah, I still
Yeah.
talk to him this year, man. And yeah, that's him this year after the Ruckus Live. He was saying he was proud of me and shit. I love that shit, dude. But I still keep in touch with him. There was another one. We'll show his picture later, but he was the Netherlands hacker. I was the closest with him, actually. And then
Who are you talking about, Lucas?
Jay Lucas, yeah.
Okay,
And
let me pull up his stuff.
yeah, he's at the very end, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I got it out of order here.
Dude,
There you go.
I ended up meeting him in real life, dude. He's the only one I met in real life. But it's like, you know how it goes, dude. The ones you get the closest to end up either betraying you the most or like the rage, whatever.
Yeah, what's this
Betrayal is
here?
too much. That was me at a raid with him, Countdown 2021.
Oh, you and Lucas. Okay.
Yeah, so I was really close with him. But then once we had a falling out, then fucking I replaced him with the GTA 6 hacker. And then once the GTA 6 hacker got arrested, my next like buddy I was always kicking it with was Inquisitor. Yeah, it's been pretty much me and Inquisitor ever since, you know. But,
Let me see what this is here.
that's our big hit, dude. So that's 2021, the same month as the Klein hack, dude. It was a crazy month. Yeah, I made like tens of thousands off that game, dude. Because we're only
So
selling
this
it
is
for like
December
69
20.
cents.
I apologize
21,
for I'm not hearing you well for if I'm speaking over
can you hear me? No. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Testing,
So this is 2021 December.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. I did not see that happening, dude. It went viral on Reddit. It was one Reddit post led to like tens of thousands of dollars. You know, this shit was crazy, dude. But yeah, it was a good time, man. I blew it all in like a year.
Of course, that's what happens,
dude. It
Let's
was like
see,
pandemic money, dude. I was getting hotels. I was fucking nice dinners. Fucking, I was having the time of my life, man. But yeah, the momentum kind of stopped because of true crime. Not only was I going back and forth with that other hacker, we were having our shit. The true crime shit was kind of like ramping up, and you know, eventually the next year, that's when you know, the whole Delphi shit concluded, and that's why you saw me like coming up on Sunny's, and I was like totally tweaked out, dude. And I was like, I'm gonna kill you, BG, and all that shit, because I had it that whole year, dude. It was like so much chaos, dude. I'm like, dude, we gotta top it off, dude. And like a couple weeks before my my new protege, the GTA 6 hacker, he got arrested. So it was like a fucking movie, you know. And then, but at the same time, it felt like win after win after win after win. And then eventually, you know, you always eat shit somewhere. You can only win, you know, so many games in a row, but then you have to like start over. So like, you know, this year I've started over and the momentum's been good, but like, that's like, you know, that's the way it is with everybody in life. But yeah, that's spring 2022. That's how I found Arion, the GTA 6 hacker. He was the leader of that group. And I'm like, I have some shit on Delphi I needed help with. And I contacted him and I'm like, look, I make games, you know, with my buddies and we kick it. But I'm like, what I really want you for, I said, I need help on these whole cases because I got a couple I think are connected. And so he helped me out, whatever.
So I'm slowing you down. So this guy here, so this group here, it says FBI looking for group of hackers known as Lapsus.
Yeah.
And so you met this guy and Arion,
Mm-hmm.
and
On Facebook, yeah.
you're talking about the Stevensons. You're trying
And
to
all the other cases, yeah, the gate killer theory.
the gate killer that's our prior live. We talked about the gate killer for anyone who wants to go back and understand what we're talking about with gate killer. So you can go back and watch that previous live we did together. But so he contacts Arion here, and Arion, like we said, was involved in this group here. So you know we're talking about the criminal. We're talking about
Yeah, it is criminal
the
underworld.
criminal side of hacking here. But we're going to tell you, we're going to lead to what this means, because just like we said before, or you've heard before, where they say that cops are the only thing worse than criminals, because cops have to understand the criminal mind. You understand? Like cops have to be the best criminals in their minds if they're going to be better than the criminals they're chasing.
It's
so
true. I mean, that's why I was valuable, because I had that background. But even I had been curveballs and taken aside, because there was some shit that we've seen on this case that I haven't been tapped into, and everybody knows what that shit is. But like the Buster Hernandez shit and shit of that nature, you know, especially like working in a network of people and sextortion, all that. Like I've never seen that shit in my life. As far as I've seen it like people catfish. Everybody's seen catfish one-on-one, but like networks of them and related to trafficking and tweakers, you know, on the dark web and shit, all that shit, all the shit we've heard of and shit like that surrounding this case, whether it's connected or not. I've never, I'm not familiar with that shit, you know. So it's like, you know, that's why I was taking for some curveballs, you know. But
yeah, so
yeah.
so basically, I guess for our audience, I'll say that so you got hooked into this idea of true crime, and you started to think that, hey, I should hook up with these hackers who are on the fence, who are skirting the edges of the law, and try to have them help me brainstorm and kind of get my feet wet with this true crime, because you're looking for mentors, you need a little help, you're looking for people who are badass, obviously, and so you kind of come into it after 2018, or in 2018, you come into this sort of deal. So let me pull this down for a minute, because what we'll see in a minute is as you start. So you start. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm trying to catch our viewers up with. So that's what's happening, and then you start going at guys. Basically, you start going.
Yeah.
At
Well, what happened was originally when I started that whole group, I was like, instead of being a criminal network doing criminal things, like let's be a legit like video game company or do something. And we were semi-successful, whatever, but we didn't keep the momentum going because I got caught up. Everybody got caught up with their own shit, but some people got arrested, you know. But the thing was to make legal cash, like have a good time. It's like taking that. It's basically like scouting for knowledge that everybody else thought wrote those people off, and you're like, I was like, shit, I see money here, dude. I could flip this shit. Like we could you know, make something legit, you know, and we did. But at some point, what had happened, I helped my friend catch a not serial killer, sorry, catfish. And he's like, dude, you could catch serial killers. You know, I had been watching True Detective and I was all like tweaked out on Adderall and shit. So I'm all excited and shit. And then I'm like, fuck it. So I was doing the video game 3D shit while fucking looking at getting into the true crime shit. And then Delphi was like the one that hit up big. This was like, yeah, early 2021. And that's when my first tip ever on Delphi was actually sent over to the Stevenson's case. And then they didn't really, like I said, they didn't think much of it. And then it started ramping up from there. And then, you know, by the next year, when shit was getting crazy, after the Klein shit was taking off, dude. It was like peak mania. The GTA 6 hacker, me and him were working together, Arion, and then it like concluded like crazy, dude. It was crazy, man. Like, let me tell you this, dude. There was a period, it wasn't long. It was from that Sunny Live and when Alan got arrested that a lot of people around me and family were like, dude, he threatened a fucking serial killer on like a live, like what a dumbass. Like he's gonna look so stupid if that guy doesn't get arrested or he doesn't get caught or he doesn't catch him, whatever. And then I remember even people saying back then, like, oh, did he catch BG yet? Did he catch BG? And which, as far as we know now, I didn't, whatever. But like the timing was fucking impeccable, dude. It was so sick, dude. It was sick, dude. But
Hey, I have a comment for
yeah.
you to address. Put you on the spot. I'm out. This guy hacked into Klein's shiz and possibly effed up the investigation. But that was
Okay,
reading
shit,
about
next
people.
one
I'm
because
good.
I
Catch
believe in Prof. I'm out. This guy. No, his shit was wrapped up by them, but yeah, for you know, in defense of her position, I haven't been hacking all that much lately. Like you could do so much. A lot of people do with yeah, pattern recognition over hacking. You know, you can solve so much more, way faster. You know, if you're good at it. But I'm not the best, but I'm getting better. You know. But yeah, that was a big. What her sentiment was super huge at that time of what was it, fall 2022? After the Trend of Fire thing, they're like, this kid fucked up the investigation. He made it so Klein couldn't be tied in the murders, or he's gonna throw the whole case out. So like, you know, I can understand that because yeah, it does happen, man. Where like basically they're like, we don't want a cloud goblin coming in here just like wrecking the shit without. They're not pushing shit forward. They're just here to say, "Oh, I did this," and then like,
Okay. So
exactly, you know.
So let's talk about Keegan then, because I know like we're kind of rushing into. I didn't want to rush right into it, but I guess they're bringing you there. So
Yeah.
so they want to know. So I guess they're saying, did you hack? You know, so you want? I guess let's get into Keegan, and then we'll see whatever we get after that.
I did hack, but I hacked him, but I didn't like scrape his shit. I wasn't like going through DMs and shit because I won't lie, dude. I thought like in my head, I really thought police would if I'm like fucking around with the account and shit, like I thought they would think I was another suspect, basically, right? Like I was a guy going in there to clean up my own shit or some bullshit of that nature, right? So like I just gave him the shit pretty much and bounced, dude. Like I could see death threats and shit on some of the accounts, but I was fucking out of there, dude.
Well, I see the criticism. Okay, let me bring this up because you know over here we address the elephant in the room, tough questions. You know that, but you already know that, and you're cool with it. So that's why I have you on. So basically, everyone knows your hallmark is you go in and delete shit.
Yeah.
So people are upset. They I guess what they're saying here is, did you go in and delete Keegan's shit? You know, or you know. That would be fucking up the investigation, I guess. So,
yeah, you know, I agree with. I didn't delete Keegan shit. My style, I usually delete whole ass accounts. I don't go in and just delete messages. Like my couple people I've hacked in the past, I just like straight up delete everything, and then I'll pop up with a new account that I created on another email, whatever, and then like. I just like it that way better. That way, it's less chance of them hijacking it back. So like they'll get pissed off. Like, oh, my account deleted. Now there's this account in its place because if you get in there and deface everything, change everything, there's still a chance they could get it back. If they count, talk to support or whoever, they go, hey, my shit was hacked, blah, blah, can you get it back? And then they get it back, then it like, it's not as permanent or devastating, but
They're
yeah,
wanting
me personally,
they're wanting you to hack everyone in the case over here. I'm reading the comments.
yeah, I know, dude, I know. In my opinion, dude, like, oh man, like, yeah, Julie's here, dude. We did try to get some phone dumps. Phone dumps are better than even hacking, dude. Because hacking, dude, it's
Oh,
like,
you know, I missed one before you answered Julie. Someone said, "Who's in the Dropbox?" I don't think he hacked the Dropbox.
oh yeah, so like one of those names in there I'm sketchy about. I didn't hack the Dropbox, but one of those names I'm sketchy about. And you know, we hit that home all the way through, and I'm done talking. Everybody knows, like, we're done talking about it.
We're gonna talk. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk in a minute. We're gonna pull up some receipts for you guys about
Yeah.
Kagan. So we'll get to that. So Julie says, did you actually think Skip, Allsbrook, Dawn, and myself are sex traffickers?
No, but in that live, Julie, I was making a big fucking scene, and I knew what I was doing, and then I drew attention to what I cared about in the live chat, but Prof made that shit go viral like a week or two later, and that shit felt like a movie. Like, I'm not gonna say what it was, whatever, but I've had a lot of like missions until then a lot of people hit me up, you know, setting me straight on certain things, not in a bad way, but like, so when I say, I will have to say this, when I say it's a good, there's good reasons why shit has to be go down in this way. It's like, it's basically like what Kofax said about like collateral damage and like, you know, innocent kids and shit being, you know, fucking in the mix and shit. So like, if we're talking about this type of shit, that's what I mean by that, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, it is some tweaker. It's a tweaker case, man, you know. It's a tweaker case.
Sandy says, "Fuck that, hack the Dropbox."
Shit, dude. Dude, we could try. Fuck it, dude. Might as well at this point, dude. We'll
Might
do
as
it
well.
live.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
So
We can do it live,
So
dude.
let's see. What do I want to say? I wanted to say, here's what I've noticed. Okay, I'll put it this way for the viewers.
Yeah.
I believe, just like I mentioned earlier, Alex started off way more of a roughneck in his technique. And what I see now is that Alex is very subtle. He's almost like a more of a ninja, a silent ninja, like move with quiet footsteps and a strike with a death blow. And so, you know, you're going from like a wrestler to a ninja. It's quite a different technique, but, you know, he's still approaching it from this side. But his techniques are more with like finesse now and strategy. And I think that's great, you know.
Yeah. And fuck, you know, it is great. But yeah, Julie, Skip, you know, I will say I got a lot of phone calls I got a lot of phone calls over that night over that shit, dude. It was crazy, man. But yeah, you guys have a lot of supporters. That's all I can say. Skip, Julie, and Osbrook, dude. But you know, as far as the point I was trying to make that night, it did hit home elsewhere. But man, there was something else I had to say on that. No, dude, I'm pretty hopeful for after trial, dude. Like, even let's say I was solo world, case over solo, and I have some like leftover questions. I think a lot of those questions are going to be answered. But yeah, I'm with you, dude. The reason like I could go, let's say, go on domain and go in here and go somewhere else, whatever. The reason being, dude, is like what's happening now with the community is the POI is basically becoming a concept versus like just bearing it all on like one person or three people. And that's why it's become so effective. And that's why, like, you know, phone calls are being made and people are crying and shit. You know, it's like, fuck, dude, it's like, it's effective, man. It's like, it is of criminal nature. And yeah, Joel, you're not bad. You tipped, like I told, you know, I told Prof, Julie, I said, you helped tip in fog reveal. So I'm like, you know, basically you were snitching on whoever was at the crime scene, same as me. So like, you're good, you know. You're good. But man, there was something fucking important I had to say. God,
You know what? Keep going. I'm going to pull something up that I forgot to.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, big trouble, but then we'll get into Klein. So
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it.
it's all good. I'm going to get in trouble. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Good night, Frenchie, and good night, Canadian grandma. Who else is here? Let's see. For baby daddy. Skip says you type like Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty.
Oh yeah.
Jojo says you type like the daughter when you're angry, when she's angry.
Hell yeah, dude.
What up, K West? So Westy says, what up? All right.
What's up, K West? Hell yeah.
All right, let me get this shit together. Hold on. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have anything ready.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, basically, while this is doing this, so here's the thing. Here's the thing that I want to say to you guys, that it has occurred to me that Alex and I basically have the same theory of the crime of Delphi.
Mm-hmm.
And so in specifics that don't matter, those don't matter. So we'll leave that out. But in general, it's that there's this gut feeling that there's
more to it. Yeah.
a criminal underworld connection. Now, what does that mean? Well, what is criminal underworld? Identity theft, catfishing, sextortion, I don't know, money, sex, drugs, dark web. You get it? And we are feeling that that's why this shit is a total clusterfuck, because all the tentacles are twisted around and tied in knots. And that's where Alex and I agree that we're looking at a case that is complicated. And we feel that the community knows about this as well. So,
yeah, and you know, the message started getting so effective after arrest because, and it's taken a while, but it's because the POI is a concept. It's not like random ass person here or there like it used to be, you know. And we have more points of reference after arrest that it's like, well, they're clearly talking about criminal underworld shit, and it's not just what we've experienced like in the trenches on the, you know, in the community. It's like shit other police are saying, slip ups that police have made, and defense blipping out certain shit. And yeah, dude, it's looking like it, dude. But like, you know, it's gonna go down how it's gonna go down, man. And you know, that's a silver lining too. Like, so the good thing on, if you, let's say you truly believe it's like criminal underworld, you know, like I do or whatever, there is, you know, when you kind of accepted that the fix is in a lot of places for reasons that go over your head or whatever, but you know that the silver lining is that like shit will be, you'll get answers basically. You won't get the answers to everything, but you'll get the answers to a lot of shit, you know, when shit wraps up pretty much, you know? So, yeah.
There's a feeling that the fix is in, but that doesn't mean the fix is going to work necessarily, but
Not
it's
long term, yeah.
You know, the fix is in.
Yeah.
Oh, Julie has a did Alex, did Vito get with the guys of Fog Reveal?
Well, you know, they might have, dude. Oh man, I'll tell you. You want to hear a theory, dude? I've had this in my head for a couple of days, and it could be complete bullshit, dude. But so it's like the reason they're burying Fog Reveal, or geofencing shit, is because they're planning on doing something after trial, after it's adjudicated, as you know, other places have said, and then they're gonna, you know, they don't want to give away something until it's over with, basically. So I'm not sure about that though, but it could be it's just like a fixes in type shit, you know. But Yeah, they have it, but I don't know. They might have used it. I doubt it, because if they're like, if they already had things planned, or they're like, I got enough evidence, or the fix is in, whatever, whichever way, super corrupt or no corruption, whichever. It's like if they had their own program, they might have not used it, because like, why pay um, extra money, like extra 9 or 10K, when we already
Well,
got the same result
let's back this
for
up.
that,
Let's back this up. So,
That's how they would think about it.
in the most innocent way possible, I'll say this. We know we got geofencing that shows 3 phones in a particular geofence around the time the girls allegedly go missing. State wants that out for some odd fucking reason, right? Now, would you be able to explain how much better would a fog reveal be?
It would be better in a lot of cases, and because it tracks when the signal can't reach the cell tower. It tracks the relative location of where it last got Wi-Fi, basically. So it's like the gyroscope like shit, the Google Maps offline shit. So it works even if you have no signal. So yeah, it would rat out anybody else that had their phones there, or like I told you, Prof, before, like if they had their phones before the crime scene, casing the place out, if they parked somewhere near the time of the crime and then left. So it would pretty much rat most people out, because even back then, most people cannot foresee that technology. So they would be casing out the place, a couple of days to a week before, whatever, and that's how they caught, a lot of people before. But so it is valuable, but there is a reason, dude. Yeah, someone's being protected, or there's something, dude. We don't know what
Yeah,
deals have been made. We don't know
they're
what. Yeah.
protecting someone here, but so as far as the geofencing, it's more limited. It's being hidden at this moment, but not forever. And
Yeah.
but in reference, so I'm asking you questions I already know the answer to for our audience, because they weren't on the line when we spoke. But when you were describing how the fog reveal would catch up so many more people, because would you kind of like scream that again, because I don't think it really comes
It would,
across.
because even, let's say the forest fucks up shit, or tracking hills, whatever, it's like it would track them before they even got to the forest or that type of terrain. So at some point they would get caught in there if they didn't have their phone, and most people would fuck up somewhere, either casing the place out, or during the time of the crime, because they could not foresee that knowledge. So like, yeah, it is shit. It is a berry job, dude. It's like in a lot of ways. I don't know what exactly is going on, but like it might come out later. We're kind of trying to wait and see, but there is something going on, man. And then to see the police so afraid of the type of crazy, clearly criminal underworld harassment on the case that is prolonged harassment, like, yeah, dude, the fix isn't, like, you guys are afraid, obviously. So it's like, it's kind of weird, dude, and that's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
came back, actually. Me, dude, I could be a cloud goblin to draw attention to my point, but I stayed silent for a while, dude. I'm like, I'm leaving the shit, I'm going to another case, and then that shit got so bad, dude. But it's like, it's
Well,
almost
they won't
like,
let you leave. Like we're all pulling you back, yelling and screaming, because
yeah,
I mean this harassment has gone. It's almost like a blanket. Like basically, if you touch Delphi, whether the harassment goes in every direction and every single person, and of an annoyance you are to the criminal underworld, the more harassment. And so what I guess what I picked up from you is that, okay, let me back it up.
yeah,
So we know that the 3 phones in the geofence, they're moving around a lot. Okay, I know a lot of people don't know so much about the geofencing, what it's showing, but I'm here to attest to you that in the geofencing, those 3 phones are moving around a lot, a lot. There's a flurry of activity. Okay, this isn't just showing some guy going out on the bridge and leaving. Okay, these phones are all over the Deer Creek Run, Logan area. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that foreknowledge, I guess this is where I'm picking up what you said, is that if the fog reveal is going to produce, say, 10 or 20 times more data points, because it's going to catch a lot more phones, a lot wider space, it's going to capture more. You would anticipate then that there's going to be a lot more movement being shown. So it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
For whoever. So let me read the email. So I'm going to do you guys this for privacy reasons. I have not redacted the phone numbers and the emails in this, so I don't want to share it yet. I apologize, listeners. But let me read to you the email that went to the ISP regarding this very, very important topic. And Alex, please forgive me for talking, but go ahead and take over the chat. But I want to read for the chat this email that I can't share with them yet. But this email went out on November 4th, 2022. Now you guys think about this. When was Alan arrested? Okay. This email went out November 4th, 2022. Okay. Hello, Detective Vito. Congratulations on your diligence on the Delphi murders case. We are all grateful for your amazing efforts thus far. This is to David Vito, the lead investigator for ISP on Delphi murders. I want to bring to your attention something Alex Voorhies may have already sent to you about the Fog Reveal software application that is available only to law enforcement that allows you to legally track cell phone location data from mobile apps without a warrant. This company, Fog Data Science LLC, is willing to help law enforcement utilize their service step by step to track location of any phone, including potential burner phone whereabouts over the last several months to years. The software is capable of locating device history, location history of Richard Allen or any other associates involved in the case or others. Mark Massip is one of the contacts for this company, and his email is attached. Detective Vito, the company cannot initiate the contact. You must initiate the contact. It is imperative. Once you or your designated member of law enforcement initiates contact, then the process will begin at your direction. Matthew Broderick is the IT solutions analyst for Fog Data Science LLC. His contact information is included, and the number is included. You may also review his information on LinkedIn. They are ready and willing to assist you and guide you along the way. Lastly, I encourage you to directly contact Alicia Stidham's husband to request the copies of the last letters from Keegan Klein to Alicia. Alicia does not want to be the one to ask her husband for them, and he has been upset about her talking to Keegan. Alicia believes the letters are likely in her husband Mark's car. There may be further information contained in those letters that can help the case. Please give Mark Stidham a call and impress upon him the importance that those letters may potentially have in this case. I truly believe he will turn them over to you at a simple asking. Alicia wasn't comfortable doing so or doing that herself to keep peace in the family.
Yeah, I remember.
Thank you once again from the bottom of my heart, and a small group of Dream Team sleuthers. Their names and numbers and credentials are available upon request. We stand behind you, ready and willing to assist you in any way we can. Okay, so this went out to David Vito to implore on him that the gentlemen at Fog Data Science were absolutely willing and ready to perform an excellent, thorough fog reveal and hand it over upon simple request by law enforcement, because that is the protocol. And we know that once law enforcement has that in their hands, they can then utilize their law enforcement tools to identify the individuals attached to those devices. So there's absolutely no excuse in the world whatsoever that law enforcement should not have taken advantage of this fog reveal option, especially when the gentlemen at Fog Reveal were more than enthusiastic about assisting in such a horrible case as the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty Durham.
Yeah.
So that's my reading of the tip email there. And anyway, I'll let Alex take over. I just could not share it because I hadn't had time to redact, so I apologize.
Yeah, I will say one thing. I've just seen shit move forward even before arrest. When you so before arrest, it wasn't if Alan's innocent or guilty. It was, do you hate the cops or do you trust what they say? So I would do hybrid. Now I'm doing the same. Do you think Alan's innocent? Do you think he's guilty? Do you think case is over? Do you think there's more to it? Do you think Alan's guilty and there's more to it and you're waiting until after trial? So like, you mix and match, dude, and that's how shit pops off. Because every time I stayed in my little hole, dude, shit, nothing's fucking popping off. You know what I mean? Because like, dude, even when I came out of my hole with Sakoke in like June or whatever, dude, shit was popping off like fucking crazy, dude. And they were like talking about me like crazy on other YouTube channels. Were like, the man who tipped in this information is not a suspect at this time. Like, goddamn, dude, they made it sound like I was on the run by the police or some shit, dude. This shit was sick. But the point being, it's good to like talk to people that oppose your view and have that, even for let's say you think it's useless endeavor. For this community, it's like a good release, pressure release valve. So I do look forward to like Domain and other places, like being a good debate space where like, because shit really did calm down in June. And I would have to give credit to Fiend for being the first to go up and like go on the other side's like shit, and fucking debate and shit. And then once the floodgates open, everybody was doing that shit, dude. And shit really calmed down. And then, there's been some shit before, little, speed bumps here and there, but it's been pretty fucking good. But I do think answers are just coming way quicker, dude. Because remember, like you and me, we've already come to a couple conclusions, and other people too, and it's like shit's going good right now. But yeah, I think this is a criminal in nature case. If it does, like somebody else does get arrested, it's gonna be like the Epstein case where it's like 10 years down the road or some shit, but for now the hurdle is even getting it to be admitted as a criminal in nature case, because they won't do it. Because that's the thing, they're like, how dare you say that, this is not a movie. It's like, dude, you're not the one getting harassed by fucking God knows what, and you're not the one seeing the fake Stevenson's granddaughter account. Like, that's more fucking movie than I ever care to see for. And it's like, everybody just sweeps that shit on the rug, but it's like, what the fuck is that? That is criminal underworld shit. And they're like, well, your mind's playing tricks on you, or like you're making it more than what it is. Like, no, that's some pedo honeypot shit. Like, it's like, come on, dude. It's like, they're not in the trenches, is what they just want it to be over so they can say.
Oh yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I meditated on this earlier today, and it's really not that simple. I mean, not that difficult. People make this shit so much more difficult than it has to be. And the way I broke it down to myself, in my thinking in my own head today was like this. It's like, look, I understand everyone is in fucking fantasy world. Everyone wants this case to be what it was the day the girls went, the day the girls were found dead. Okay, the day the girls were found dead, the case was, oh, some serial killer walked off the end of the bridge, walked them across the creek, killed them right there. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantasy world. Because think of how much information you have been privy to for 7 years. Everything that was said, everything that was shown, the whole Anthony shots, the whole change of direction, the tentacles, the sketches, the witnesses, the kids, the screams at 2 a.m. One thing after the other. It screams complexity. It screams something more to it. It screams tentacles. Okay?
Yeah.
So to refuse to take it at face value for what it obviously is really, it's really like the turtle or the ostrich syndrome who sticks the head in the sand, or the turtle that goes back in the shell.
Well, not only that, dude, they'll be like, well, so what if it is or isn't? It's not your family, not your case. It's like, dude, I try to leave this fucking case. We're at a point where these fuckers don't want you to leave because they're worried about how much you know. And it's like the police clearly aren't doing anything of it. It's almost like they're in on it. There's like a symbiotic relationship.
Well, exactly. A lot of commentary here was that they've been given access to every tool, to every piece of information. people coming out of the woodworks to help, all kind of voluminous information, and they just rejected it every turn.
And here's the thing, most people, you don't have to go around arresting everybody. Just if you admit it's a case of organized crime in nature and we don't know the rest, I think people will calm the fuck down, because if it isn't, then you have to address the criminal organized crime harassment, which is clearly it is. You cannot deny that. So like, explain fake Stevenson's granddaughter account, explain the Buster Hernandez shit we've seen after arrest, explain the weird pressers that were retracted and shit after arrest. That's why this shit's popping off now more than before arrest, the whole criminal underworld shit, because we have more points of references after arrest. They started acting up more after arrest than before.
Right. After okay, get the point he's making. At the arrest of Richard Allen, people freaked the fuck out. They've been freaking out ever since. Okay? Bottom line. I'm done. That was my speech.
Yeah, dude, good, man. I mean, shit, dude, we know, dude. And, dude, I mean, dude, we go down the rabbit hole, dude, but, like, that's why this case is different, because no other case has, like, swarms of, like, criminal underworld legion, like, swarming up on you if you, like, know too much, you act out of place, you bring in some crazy shit. But yeah, dude, it's just some wild it's some wild shit, man. That's why it's not really quite a true crime case right now, and it's an enigma, you know. But shit has gotten a lot calmer once you, like, you can't fix the problem unless you fucking identify it correctly. So we've been identifying it correctly. That's why shit's been fucking smoothed out, you know?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is that refusing to see it for what it is, it's really, it's like delusional. In other words, they're playing the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, ostrich and head in the sand, turtle back in the shell.
Yeah, dude.
You have to be willing to see what is obviously in front of you, which is something complex. And if it wasn't, this would have been solved years ago.
It would have, dude, because I was fully, like, solo and done, but it's like the police aren't doing anything about that criminal world, you know, underground harassment, and people are like, we'll just ignore it. It's like, no, because I tried doing that, and they'll come out and they'll find your ass, they'll make a scene to come get your ass, like, bad. So it's like, the police are perfectly fine with letting that shit fester, so there must be something to that, and we kind of know what it is already, dude. It's like drugs and trafficking and chomo shit and dark web shit and all the above. And it's like, we're not going to name names because there's too many names. That's the thing. That's why the concept is more effective than just, like, sticking all the murders on 1 or 3 people, because the concept does hit home, because it's what we've seen more evidence of than on any single person. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, dude, yeah, I could say some real shit. You know me, dude. It's like we already know, dude. You got down, you know, gut feeling. We already kind of know what's going on around here, dude. But, like, after trial, people are like, okay, you're right, but we, you know, the family wants trial to wrap up. We want trial where it's like, okay, you can have that, whatever, because there's still silver lining after that. But it's like, you know, how are you gonna feel if it gets reordered, relabeled criminal underworld, and there was dark web chomo shit, and that's why the motorcycle people are threatening people, which ties to Odinism meth. That's why that came up again. And the dark web shit overlaps with the tweaker shit and trafficking shit, which overlaps with the motorcycle and the Odinist shit and the meth shit. And all kind of makes sense in tweaker, dark web, Odinist, whatever. And the Odinist shit was just for staging on some tweaker shit. And it's like, dude, it's like, it's all making sense, dude. And it's like, what are you going to do if any of that shit, just one of them, because we already have a proof of a lot of that shit.
Good, great point. Like, damn, you just knocked that one out of the park. Yeah. What are you going to do if it's
what
just
are you going to do?
one?
Yeah.
If it's just dark web, if it's just the Odinist, if it's just the motorcycle gang, if it's just the meth traffickers, if it's just the human traffickers, if it's just the sexual catfishers.
Yeah, dude, because, I mean, like, dude, so you can say, oh, that shit doesn't matter. It's all cap. It's all bullshit. It's all troll shit. Fake Stevenson's granddaughter. What do you have to say about that? They all go silent. And it's like, Coy Cox still running his mouth after arrest. And he's kind of gone quiet lately because I made a scene. ISP probably got on. Like, what do you have to say about that? They don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. The only answer I do have is that is sketchy, because probably, if you round it all up, it's probably organized crime in nature. Like, why do we have so many chomos and chomo ghouls following the case, and people with like massive amounts of money? Like, we all know, dude. We all fucking know the reason, dude. It's criminal underworld, dude. They try to like, and the cops are a compromise too. We know that too, dude. We know it. We've heard it from the horse's mouth both ways. So it's like, yeah, I'm all with wrapping it up and shit, but don't treat me like I'm fucking stupid when I'm seeing this shit with my own fucking eyes. And you are too. You just want to ignore it because you want shit to be over. That's fine. But it's really there and it's really happening. And it's not going to end just when trial's over. It's not going to end till, it's probably, to be honest, probably never going to end ever. But it's like, just admit it's that. And then more people will step away. And then these people, let me tell you something, Prof. Let me tell you something I did. And it worked pretty fucking well, let me tell you. So, when I remember when I was on acid with the glasses, and I was talking about Curtis Huff and shit. And remember, I did not mention Alan's name once. There was a reason to that, dude, because I know these fuckers, they get jealous. They're like, oh, he's shining up another killer, his work over ours. Like, he's cucking us on our own case. He's gonna make Alan jealous too, because I guarantee somebody called Alan in jail and was like, yo, dude, he's not, he wasn't even talking about you, dude. He was talking about this Chris guy. Like, they're getting phone calls and shit, or somebody around him, whatever. Because then I was getting phone calls, and it's like, dude, no, we can't talk about that, blah, blah, and shit like that. But it's like, dude, it's jealousy, dude, because like they act like, okay, yeah, you're right, but get off the case. Time to clear riot control. But when you do, and you leave the case, and they're like, no, come back, blah, 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 you were right, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, fuck that. We're going to Curtis Huff, dude. Fuck that shit. Curtis Huff is scarier, more criminal, more dangerous than Richard Allen. Be jealous, Richard Allen, of Curtis Huff, even if you're innocent. Be jealous because he's free and you're not. But if you're a killer, be jealous that he's a cooler killer than you. But if you're not, be jealous that he's free and breathing. God forbid, if you're innocent, one day you're free and breathing out here. But Curtis Huff is just cooler vibes over there, dude. We know the deal, but that's how it goes, bro. But to be honest, like, I don't like with you, Prof. I'm more afraid of the people surrounding the case and Richard Allen by a large margin. Especially when they swarm up. They can't really do damage unless they swarm. They work in teams, So that's where they trip up a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, big time. Big time. Well, shit, dude. What do you want to do? You want to go through the receipts or what?
Yeah. Whoa, man, you just
Laid
so
the bomb,
much
huh?
to keep up with. I mean, these. So it's like people always beat me up about, well, we don't know what your theory is. What is your theory? And it's like, how in the fuck am I supposed to have one theory on this case?
Well, it's because your theory, it's more like the concept is a POI more than random ass people. So it's like the POI is that the case is organized crime in nature and trying to get people to see that, basically.
Bottom line, like, I believe more than one person did this to these girls.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where I start. Now, I sort of have these three ways I take it. It's it could be a couple, 2 or 3 guys just trying to get these little girls and take them somewhere, and it went bad. Okay, yeah, that's a possibility. I have another line of thinking that these girls walked into a big group of guys up to no good in the woods. Okay. And that's a secondary theory that I have. Like, there's a bunch of these criminals in the woods. The girls walk into it and shit goes bad. Okay. And then my third theory is more along the lines of the defense in a way, but with different POIs. That there's a group of guys who sacrificed at least one of these girls. And so that's wild, man, because, like, if I'm saying, like, basically all 3 are multiple perpetrators. One, they're just trying to abduct the girls. The other, the girls walk into a horrible situation that's a bunch of people. And the third one, they literally go and they sacrifice this girl. So that's why they're all 3 wild. None of them equal bridge guy takes the girls and go kill them both for no reason whatsoever. So I know it's wild, man. It's wild.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But, man, yeah, times are good, man. It's like, dude, man, I could say so much, but it's like, the point is, like, people are waking up to it, and it's like the other people won't have to, because nobody's gonna get arrested. It's the fix is already in. It's like the only when that's gonna happen is it's gonna be admitted that's organized crime, like multiple people, shit, pre-planned, whatever. In the future, it is for sure, dude. But if it doesn't, then you guys aren't doing the case any favors with your harassment. It's like they want it both ways. Like, okay, we'll give you the fake Stevenson's granddaughter, we'll give you the crazy sextortion, threatening you that it's drugs, all this, and that, and the third, and at least the person that knew that who Richard Allen was before arrest, and we'll just bury all that shit. You didn't see that shit, whatever. But then we're gonna be mad at you if you call it out that shit is fishy. It's like, dude, it's like they want to have their cake and eat it too, basically. So it's like, dude, if you wanted to wrap up, knock off the crazy fucking harassment. I don't want to see another fake fucking minor catfish honeypot P. Diddy account in my life on the Delphi case. Like, what are you guys doing? It's like, that's why we think the cops are compromised, because, like, why would you do that unless you knew you were going to get away with it if it connects to the crime scene? So, like, let's say, Prof, I'll just do an example. Let's say you death threaten me or I death threaten you, right? We go to police. They don't care. But let's say I knew Richard Allen before arrest, and I don't even want to get into that shit. Let's say I had guilt knowledge of this crime, and I'm death threatening you after arrest, or vice versa. Then it totally changes elevation on how serious that shit is in relation to this case, because people are like, we don't want to hear about this whining, sextortion, like blah, blah, blah. But it's like, the reason it matters, because it had heavy signs of guilt knowledge when you're flip-flopping about this, flip-flopping about that after arrest. So, like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes I feel like I have to play dumb and act dumb because these fuckers are just, like, too fucking dumb, dude. Like, I swear to God, dude, I hate to say it. I gotta be bold. Like, these fuckers are just too fucking dumb. They have no experience pushing a tip and through the end with police, where it blasts through to the end, catching a person, whatever, doing this and that. And it's like, dude, unless you go through it for yourself, you're never gonna understand. I've talked to people, they won't talk the brightest, but you could tell they're super fucking bright, like even brighter than me inside. And you could tell they have that wisdom from just, like, having gone through it. They know exactly what I'm talking about, you know? I can name a couple of people, but, like, yeah, you gotta go through it to fucking know it, you know, or else you're not gonna fucking understand, you know? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, they don't know that, and see, the ones doing it are going to deny it, and the ones who
they'll
haven't
never
do it are not going to understand it.
They'll never admit it. So any person I've caught, like, good tip or not, they never admit to ever. They never admit.
They never admit.
Never.
Speaking of that, let's get we got a little gaslight, but let's get on to Klein, because this
Yeah. Let's do it,
this
man.
criminal here says in a secondary investigation they're still looking for the user of Anthony Schott's account. It's not Richard Allen, but it's someone who was connected to Klein. No shit, Sherlock. No fucking shit.
Well, here's the thing with Klein, dude. Like, I've told Prof, let's say he's not connected, whatever. That infrastructure, I think, was clearly used on the case, because we've seen heavy signs on it of it after arrest. So, like, people could bitch at me or whoever all they want, like saying it's criminal this, criminal that. Like, address the fake Stevenson's granddaughter. Can you address that, or not important? Is it not important to you because you didn't go through it? Because I could give you, like, 4 points of reference on why it's super important, and it relates to people with guilt knowledge. And it'll go one in 1 year, out the other. I feel like, I swear to God, dude, I feel like I'm 30 IQ points amongst these people. But, like, you have to be nice, because you have to walk them. And if you just stay there and say, I'm smarter than you, you don't know, you didn't go through it. They're going to tune it out. You have to, like, slowly walk them through it. And that's, like, why you and me try to give people receipts that they could go out and see in person, because then they can experience it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'll give an example. And actually, I won't, because I don't want to throw them under the bus. But
Oh,
I know somebody.
Go ahead.
Somebody, like, did do research on their own. They got sketchy responses, and that was, to me, that was a success, because, like, yeah, now you see what I saw. Like, you're seeing the sketchiness over there, you know. So it's like, you know, that's the best way. Like, it's best not to force your view on people. It's best to let them, like, fucking figure shit out for themselves. Like, figure out that's hot, figure out that's cool. And, like, they could think Alan's innocent or guilty, whatever. It's like, the thing is, where a lot of success comes from is, like, the concept is a POI. So knowing like, why are there so many chomos and ghouls on this case, and chomo ghouls, whatever. It's like, why is there so many tweakers on this case? Why are there motorcycle people threatening? Why can't you talk about meth in this way or that way? And it's
Why
like,
can't we talk about meth, sex trafficking, the shack, some of the family? I mean, bro.
exactly. So like,
You know, that's a big thing that you're right. I mean, I'm so glad you're hitting on this because it's matter of fact. It's really hard to show people if they haven't been through it.
mm-hmm.
And people won't. I mean, people would just not believe the
They don't.
criminal underworld gang stalking that goes on this case. No
Oh yeah.
matter how much we explain it to you.
I got the creepiest receipt. I've shown you, I've shown Noe, and vice versa, and wife Lilith, and like, yeah, it's like there's clearly like criminal underworld fucking harassment on this case, and they seem to have immunity from the cops, like full blown. And the difference between like someone like me or you and them, like if we spaz out at somebody, harass somebody, dox somebody, they have guilt knowledge. They have Richard Allen's name in their mouth. They're doing the same type of shit Buster Hernandez, Klein were doing before arrest and after arrest. So it's like, cops, what the fuck? And they're just scared. They're in their little hole. It's a wrap. The case against Richard Allen is solid. It's like, yeah, but the community ain't solid because you got criminals running it. And I don't think you guys are solid either because you got criminals running you too. You clearly are in the same fucking boat. So like, I would give the order, since you clearly are all on the same team, like knock it off, let the case wrap up, because it's like they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're
case
pushing
to wrap
hard,
up, so
and it's
nobody
like
gets
you're
arrested.
good. You've already, I mean, since last year, you've started exposing the whole operation because you're doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have easily shut the fuck up and like fade
they're
into the
doing too
background.
much, man. Yeah,
You could have faded into the background, but the way everyone pushes so much, it's like, dude, like you said, you're trying to have your cake and eat it too.
so they want the case to wrap up solo.
Just back off, let the fix go through, and then all the shit will hit the fan after. But you want to push things now, so
they want to be bold. They want to be bold and be like, yeah, you're right, but I'll never admit it. But you see that I'm right, and like, look how much I could get away with, and then like have the case wrap up so nobody legally else could get arrested, whatever. So it's like, it's almost like a rich person flaunting to like a bum on the street or poverty or something. They're like, look what I get away with. Like, fuck you. Like, that's how it is, dude. And then, they want to play the victim when you fucking shank their ass and show their shit to the world. It's like, haha, bitch, you knew Richard Allen. Haha, bitch, you knew sex extortion. Haha, bitch, your baby daddy's on the dark web, dark web, dark web, dark web, dark web. Go fuck yourself. Like they fucking like just like a prissy ass white valley girl bitch would do if she's getting fucking sprayed with Windex by a homeless guy. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. I'll do it all damn day, dude. So like, that's what we're dealing with, dude. I swear to God. But like, fuck them, dude. Fuck them, And we got more, dude. We got the nukes. We're kind of waiting to see how you guys react. But I could tell that's the thing, dude. It's like, that's why they get the term foster kid energy and shit, because it's like they like the abuse in a way. So they'll do so much. It's like they like the back and forth. They like yeah. So
no, it is that way. Like they're like, that shit's like a high. You know what I mean?
It is for them. Yeah, they're like, we'll go as far as we could get to without showing our full hand and admitting, yes, you're right, blah blah. But like, we'll go in the ringer with you because we like we're getting off on this shit. It's like some adrenaline shit, like the abuse, dude. We love it. Like fucking, we love the negative attention, but it's like, yeah, you love the negative attention, but don't be crying on the back end when you clearly gave away the case as being criminal underworld, because you clearly did in front of the whole fucking world to see it. It's like, not everybody's fucking stupid, dude. It's like, once you put shit out in public, because you guys got so bold to put shit out in public, you gave away the whole shit. And then cops, you're fucking stupid too for not doing anything about it. It's like, dude, you guys fucked up.
It's like that real sadistic shit. It's just like, it's at their core.
Yeah, dude.
It's who they are. It's fucking sadistic motherfuckers. So
yeah, dude. So we got it down, man. But damn, yeah, I'm glad I got some Sky Vodka in me tonight, man. But yeah, let's keep going with the receipts, man. We'll go.
Let's talk about Klein then. So people who are
Klein,
interested in Klein, I'll bring this one up. And so everyone in the chat, thank you so much for sticking with us. shout out to everyone in the chat. Like, we
Yeah.
love doing all this. And look, it's late at night. You're all hanging out, but it's a Friday, so we're good. We're good. Let me, look, this shit don't look right because Alex sent it to me like this. So I know it's timing.
Yeah, it's a transcript, basically.
But,
Has Eleanor. The next one has Eleanor 18 closer up, same page.
yeah. So let
You
me
zoom in.
read this piece, because this piece is
It's a fucking JPEG. Look at that.
Jeez,
shit, bro.
man. Hold on. Let me
Yeah, dude.
let me pull this up. Got to get my glasses working here with at least big enough to. All right. I'm gonna get some water so that I can actually.
Whew. Hell yeah, man.
How's the drink, man?
I love it, dude. I love it, man. Like I said, dude, Michael Myers said he bought fucking like 6 bottles of Sky Vodka because of me, dude. That's some good shit, man. Nobody to lynch RA crew, provide receipts for anything they say, just recirculate stuff without referring back to filings or transcript. Hey, man, most people don't believe stuff like this happens in small town, but that's where it's the worst.
Oh, it happens.
But dude, it's crazy, dude.
I mean, you got insane fucking nuts everywhere, and it's just in a small town. It's because people have tighter allegiances that it's easier to hide shit. But this shit says here, okay, listen up, y'all. This is from the Keegan Klein interrogation transcript, okay?
Yeah.
It says, so like we said, this is still the iPhone 4, okay? Still the Emily Ann 45 conversation. Now, this happened on 4/30/16. Emily Ann is talking to Bethany Annie Ann. And Emily Ann says, I just checked my Kik messages, and haha, my little cousin must have accidentally sent me a video of her. Oh, my God. Emily Ann sends a picture and says, she just got naked and rubbed. Haha, it's hot as F. She's super young, though. Emoji sad face. She didn't mean to send it to me. What's your deal? And then Bethany Ann finally says, hey, I don't have good service for it to load. Okay. It kind of seems because Bethany Ann said she didn't like that Emily Ann called another girl hot as F. And then Emily Ann says, she's my cousin? ? And then it ends.
Yeah.
And another one comes up on the iPhone, another Kik. Now, this one's 9/7/2016. This is with the 13-year-old girl, Emily Ann 45. Hey, Eleanor 18. Yo, Emily Ann, what's up? My dad asked your age limit. He said you're gorgeous. He asked if it's wrong to like little girls like you, Eleanor 18. Okay. And there you see that's Eleanor 18. So, yeah, take it from here, brother. Take it from here.
Fuck, man, it gets crazy. But like Eleanor 18, it was brought to my attention after after Trendify interview, where I said I hacked Keegan Klein's account and was talking about my theory and shit. Some important people hit me up after my arrest, and that's how I got in touch with Rudy, Fig, Tammy, Julie, a bunch of people, Chick P, fucking all sorts of people. Cat too, separately off that, but she had talked to Keegan, so we're like, fuck, she might know something, dude. So like, we found her, dude. It took a while. She was a runner, dude. So like, I messaged her on Steam first. She ran. I messaged her on Instagram second. She ran. Then I just straight up hit her father. I harassed her father. Her husband came out of hiding, coughed her up. FBI hit up Tammy because I had Tammy. You gotta remember back then, dude. I was having Tammy and Julie put in a lot of tips for me. Like, they both tipped in fog reveal and shit like that because they already had the contacts and shit. And so I would have them, like, let's say me and Kat or me and Rudy did something, they would be the ones to tip it in. So, like, they got back in touch with Tammy, and she ended up being a witness, whatever. But, like, she was a runner, dude. Like, her and her boyfriend, I won't lie, dude, they were sketchy to this day. Like, I don't know what they had going on, but it was some sketchy shit, dude. But, like, it was so funny. The way I scared her ass, dude, I was like, man, what's that movie called? Four Christmases, dude. There was this movie called Four Christmases I had watched with my parents. It's with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. He goes to his brother's house, and his nephews are into, like, backyard wrestling, and they start punching Vince Vaughn. And he goes, the little kid goes, yeah, my name's Barbara, bitch. He's like, Google me, bitch, or something. And then I use that line with that chick, dude. It's so funny. I'm like, yeah, my name's Alex Voorhies. I said, Google me, bitch. That's what I said. It was so fucking funny. But anyways, I caught her. Got the shit and got her address. Rudy and Turbo got it, and then we took that shit in, and then it was a wrap, dude. And then Hannah Rostel was at the same time, and who the fuck else? We were doing work on Chelsea Small. Stevenson's I already tipped in the shit I mentioned on the Gate Killer, and then what's the other shit? Oh, the Cupcake Yam bullshit that we'll talk about later, but like. It clearly is signs of fucking like some shady fucking shit going on because that chick.
Oh,
Yeah,
look,
that
I'm
was
blazing through these receipts. You want to, I'm
Yep,
sorry.
yep. So that's my probing. That's when I was like setting the stage. I was doing intel on her. I'm like, okay, she plays Red Dead. She was on Kik. She deleted her Reddits, whatever. Then go to where I caught her on Steam, dude. So that's on Steam, and then where I message her on Steam, and I say to Google me, bitch. Yeah, that was her Kik. Yeah, that's her. That's actually really her, the blonde girl. She's really that girl.
Little young girl. Yeah.
She was like 18 by that. So that's me in my Riverside Sports at the same company I started with Berdiev, the Russian guy. I'm threatening her on that account basically. And she just said, "Are you high?" and blocked me, And then you show what happens next. So yeah, it's Paul Edward. That's her dad, dude. I found him through DHash, dude. And then I fucking question. I like totally like threw some shit at him, dude. You got to be like Jesus throwing the table. Yeah, that's how I found him, dude. Yeah, that's him, dude. Next one, you'll see where he used Eleanor. Yep, Eleanor 18 as the password. That's how I found him. And Kat. So I sent Kat a batch order of that shit because there was a couple, and she honed that in. And then I went in on it, dude. I questioned him, and then fucking the husband came in to like check on him. Yeah, it's her blocking me after I questioned her on her dad. Basically, I'm like, hey, someone might be using your identity. She blocked. So the runner. Yep, that's it. That's a message I sent her. Yep. And then she blocked me immediately after that, dude. Yep. Oh, that's a husband coming after. Yep. Hey, your friend's there. That's after I like totally like trashed the dad, dude. And then he came to me, dude, and I was like telling him like, hey, you need to cough up the goods. And you're oh yeah, it's me, the dad, dude. Yeah, that's what got him pissed off, dude. I was so pissed with her, dude,
Yeah,
because I already got big with.
and this is what I refer to as you being a savage. This is when you were like a wrestler, like you're being real rude, real confrontational, real like in the face.
It works, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So they coughed. Basically, by the time Josh, whatever the fuck his name is, came to me, yeah, that's when mission accomplished because we knew her U.S. address, and that is FBI getting back to Tammy on that, and that's how she turned up for King Klein's trial, Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just all talk. It's not just all talk. I mean, this is like catching predators. Catching predators. Okay.
Yeah, it is, man. But there was more to it that we didn't realize, and we didn't realize it was more people than we thought it would be.
It's
on the
thousands.
peripheral.
Yeah,
it's
hundreds and thousands in just in regards to the direct names we know from Keegan.
Yeah.
What about the ones we don't know from that Dropbox? I bet you it's into the multiple thousands.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
There goes that typing again.
I love it, bro. I love it. All right, we got, man, there's more than that, but like.
Yeah, what's this here?
Oh, yeah, let's get into that, dude. So this guy, he was like high up in the Midwest. He's like some rich dude. So basically, dude, let me explain this. Hannah Rostel, 2003, right? There was only like 7 or 17 people in the entire world that used Rostel in their username or password. He's the only one in the Midwest. And he's the only one that used it in the entire world in conjunction with 2003, the same as Hannah Rostel 2003. So when I confronted him on it, he lied that those emails weren't his emails, but they were. So what that told me is he knew he had inside knowledge on Hannah Rostel 2013. So he was acting sketchy. He just blocked me. because I caught him in a lie, dude. So if you go to the next slide, where it says Chicago Dave 2003, blah blah. Yeah, he had an email that said Chicago Dave 2003, blah blah blah. So Rostol 2003, Hannah Rostol 2003. This guy's the only one else in the world. Rostol 2003. It's not hard to put together. In the Midwest, rich, acting sketchy when I confront him on it, denying it and shit. So that was another pedo on his page that deleted his account after I ran him off. He was like liking all her shit, glazing it up, and like. So that was another fellow pedo, unconnected to probably like the actual crime or that network or whatever. But like,
Oh, well,
yeah, dude.
tell them about Hannah Rostel and tell us about Hannah.
So let me tell you what I can tell you about Hannah Rostel.
Hold on a second. Let's see. There you go.
Yeah, Hannah Rostel had talked to a couple of the kids I heard around Libby and Abby, and they're terrified, dude. They don't want to talk about it. And it's similar to a lot of the shit we still having going on in this community today. And people, they're good at deceiving people, dude. They're master deceivers, but it's like, it's the same shit, dude. Badgering people into submission, fucking dark web money, dark web connections, like people not wanting to talk, people going quiet. Like, you remember what happened to Julia? You remember what happened to Matt's Kate? Like, you remember what happened to me for a while. So it's like,
And me.
dude,
For
and you
months.
went quiet. Yeah, dude, it's like these fuckers do. And what they tried doing to Noe with the Sarah Elizabeth, that fucking trafficking ass, person. So it's like, dude, it's like the cops, dude, it's like, dude, here's what I say, dude. It's like, man, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, but like, I do have a plan after arrest. These people aren't gonna be so, happy-go-lucky for long. I'll say that much. So like, I'm kind of waiting until after trial to go for it. I was hoping the cops would do something for these people with guilt knowledge, but it's clear that the fix is in and they have a symbiotic relationship. So, well, sometimes the best you can hope, it's like, will you let me live my life in peace after the case? I don't think they will, but we'll see what happens, because it's like always on the table, But these people are hella reckless, dude. They have like kids and a husband and shit like that. It's like they just don't give a fuck about their life. So it's like, are your kids and husband that worthless to you? Like, do you fucking really hate them that much? Like, you're willing to die yourself? Because it seems that way, dude. I'm like, are you that miserable in your fucking life? You can live without your daughter, live without your husband, vice versa. Because it seems that way, the way you're acting. Like, does your life suck that much, dude? You're trying to be on that teenage drug dealer lifestyle? Because it seems that way, dude. I'm like, your life must fucking suck. Couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't fucking be me, but I'll fucking match your energy. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what it is,
Yeah, I mean, so that stuff we just looked at, you tipped all that in, right? To
Yep.
yeah,
And Julie, yeah.
and Arasto as well. So yeah.
Back then, Julie and Fig pushed me to tipping in after I didn't want to because I'm like, case is done, no client connection. Here's the thing, I could say no client connection, whatever, but clearly that infrastructure was used if it's still showing signs after arrest. So clearly there's something to it. And many have theorized that Klein may be holding the bag for that infrastructure, even if he had small to no part in the murders, as a berry job, fall guy, whatever.
He could have had no part in it. Yeah, no part in it.
Yeah.
But he's holding a bag for like 150 fucking people that.
Because why is the infrastructure still here on the case then? Like,
look,
we
if he
won't address
sets up
that,
infrastructure for Anthony shots in the Dropbox, and there's others who are running with it, what do you think we're looking at? What do you think? See, they, in my opinion, they tried to hammer him for all that time to make this shit go away. Okay, they gave him all that time.
Yeah.
To say everyone forget about Kagan Klein. Okay, but we're not forgetting because we know there were other users of that Anthony _ shots. We know there were other users of the Dropbox, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say more. I got to be careful because, yeah, there's chomos on the case for a reason, dude. And there's a reason why they would not have each other's best interests at heart at times and fight against each other, but then be on the same team at times because they all come from the same place, but they're not always on the same team with the same goal, but they all are aware of the same origin. pretty much is what I have
Well,
to say.
yeah, and they're all covering each other's asses because, like, that's what I'm getting at about the dark web involvement. Okay, so look, we know the dark. I mean, look,
Oh yeah, we know now.
we're
With
just gonna
that one
fucking
dude.
say it. We
Yeah,
know the
say it,
dark
fuck
web
it,
is
dude.
involved.
Yeah,
Okay,
because you know how many people, dude. It's more than one. Dude,
and so
let me say. Let's put it like
perhaps
this.
the dark web
Dark web,
is
dark web.
the
Yeah,
commonality.
dude. And they say it. They go dark web, dark web, dark web. I saw it years ago. Dark web, dark web, dark web. Everybody, dark web, dark web. And then when you're like, hey, by the way, yeah, what dark website are you talking about? Flip out, knee jerk reaction. It's like, why? And then, oh, I think there was a camera at Stevenson. Oh, yeah, I think there was a camera. Was it Stevenson's on the dark web? Stevenson's on the dark web, blah, blah. Multiple people, right? The moment you say, hey, wait. Where did you see that picture on the dark web? What was the dark web? Knee jerk reaction, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're crazy, you're insane. Well, it's like, bitch, you're crazy, you're insane. You're the one that's going around shouting dark web all over the fucking place like some fucking hobo in a fucking grocery store parking lot. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you here? You're not here for legitimate reasons. You're here for pedo chomo cases over reasons. Cases over so you don't get arrested, not cases over for answers. So what the fuck are you doing here? You're a chomo motherfucker. Like, we know that. We already know in our gut. So, like, quit playing the games with us, dude. Like, we have the upper hand now, dude. That's why things are calmer now. If the hybrid, synergy that's been happening in the community didn't happen this summer, dude, it would be some crazy bullshit fight over Odin.
Oh, damn, we lost Alex. We lost him for a moment. Hopefully he'll pop back in. Yeah, but we know Daniel Norfleet. Okay, I just read for you the last show, whenever that was, a couple days ago. I read for you the Daniel Norfleet document that specifically laid out his Tor browser and the 1,200 images of CSAM. Phone died. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. We'll wait for you. I was specifically laying out the dark web use of Daniel Norfleet, who had 1,200 images, right? You don't think that Buster Hernandez was using it, okay? And you don't think that this guy that I just read to you about was using it here? Let's grab his name again, because of course I can't keep all these names together. All right, let's see. The guy that was just arrested, James Florence Jr., 36 years old. All right. Hit Me Liberty was set to have told her mom at Christmas she wanted to move with her. Yeah, of course. Doug Carter said this case is complex and complicated. Think about this. Anthony Shots profile was the new Anthony Shots profile right before the girls were murdered versus the original. Thankfully, there are survivors that are speaking up about how the system works. The dark and the light side. There is cannibalism and satanic ritual abuse. In this case, may have actually been that. Okay. Let's read something else for you. All right, sorry about that. I think I just had a brain malfunction about what I wanted to read. Oh, what was it I was going to pull up? Jeez. Oh, I remember. I remember now. I was going to read for you something so simple. But people in Delphi are fucking delusional. Bottom line. And you know it. Okay? This is the press release from the Indiana State Police regarding the detectives with the Delphi investigation seek information. Now think about that. Oh, here you go. Here you go, Alex. There you go.
Hell yeah, dude. All
Hey,
right, man.
get yourself together. I'll read this real quick.
All right, let's do it, man.
I'm reading from, I was saying, pay attention to the title here. Is it like I swear to God, man, people don't pay attention in this day and age. They really don't. I don't know if it's the cell phones, the TVs, the every 5 seconds refresh rate in the brain, but it's like people actually don't see what's in front of them. And that's why you should experiment with psychedelics.
Hell yeah, dude.
And also
smarter, dude.
Also fasting. But it says
Hell
detectives.
yeah.
Okay, title: Detectives with the Delphi investigation seek information. Okay?
Yeah.
While investigating the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German, detectives with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office and the Indiana State Police have uncovered an online profile named Anthony_Shots. This profile was being used from 2016 to 2017 on social media applications, including but not limited to Snapchat and Instagram, and we know Yubo. The fictitious Anthony_Shots profile used images of a known male model who's also a police officer, as odd as that is, and portrayed himself as being extremely wealthy and owning numerous sports cars. The creator of the fictitious profile used this information while communicating with juvenile females, including at least one of our victims, to solicit nude images, obtain their addresses, and attempt to meet them. Now think of the MO here. Does it say to talk?
Mm-hmm.
No. It says,
It
says solicit nudes, obtain addresses, and attempt to meet. Hello. One of our victims. Pictured below, you'll see images of the dude. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. We have already identified this male, and that male is in the photo. In the photos is not a person of interest. Detectives are seeking information about the person who created the Anthony_Shots profile. All right. And then it goes on to say, we need you to contact us. I mean, they then went on to do a press conference or a brief press release in a video format. So you got to understand, in my opinion, these guys, the sheriff's office of Carroll County and the ISP were begging the public for Anthony_Shots intel.
Let me tell you something, dude. He was not an incel. Like, he had girlfriends. Like, I've talked with I've talked with wife Lilith and a lot of people. He was tapped in, dude, and like, it's like, even if it didn't go anywhere, like, that infrastructure is still a thing. That's the whole point of what we're saying. The infrastructure is still here. It's still being used. So why is that? And we feel like he's the fall guy for it. And he's not an incel, creeper, lono, pedo. He could be a pedo, whatever, but it's like, the point is, it's criminal underworld, not it's like they're being disingenuous, deceptive. Yeah. Just like all the people we've confronted, like, hey, that was Richard Allen you were talking about, right? And they're like, they said yeah one time, and then they switch it back. No, it wasn't. 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 It's like, yeah, I think it was because you said it was. So same with the police. Like, that's criminal underworld, isn't it? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Case solid. It's over. It's over. It's like, shut the fuck up, you bitch. Like, if it's over, then take care of this shit so it could be over. But you're not taking care of the shit because you're fucking lazy. You're fucking stupid. You're fucking in on it. You're fucking paid by those motherfuckers. You're working with those motherfuckers. So, like, take care of that shit if you want it to be over, because clearly you do not want it to be over if this shit's still going on. So, like, you want it to be over, tell them to shut the fuck up, get the fuck out of Dodge. You're not doing that. You're, like, actually making them more bold as time goes on. So, like, what's up with that? Is because, are you stupid? Are you fucking stupid? I think you are, because why are you still doing that shit? Because that's what they're doing,
Yeah, and I want to say this about Kagan Klein, okay? Because I read those transcripts upwards and down, sideways and backwards, okay? Here's what's odd, okay? Of course, like you said earlier, these pedos and all of these assholes, they will deny till the cows come home. They will never admit it, okay? However, when you're reading that Keegan Klein transcript, there's something about his reactions to some of the stuff that seemed genuine to me, okay? Like when he's like, what? No, I didn't. In some of the ways he responds to some of the things they tell him, it's like he doesn't know what the fuck, especially about the Dropbox. Maybe
Yeah.
think, hold on. What if he didn't know? What if he did create the Anthony_shots profile and other aspects of the Dropbox? What if he created some of that stuff, those accounts, but he had absolutely no knowledge that there were others logging in and even maybe coming outside his house? I don't know how they would remotely log in, but what if there's others that are doing things he has zero knowledge of? And that's why when he's being questioned and presented with some of this stuff, he's literally at a loss. He's not like in denial mode. He's literally.
Yeah, they don't let anyone know too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could give a couple examples. We all know who and what, but like they never know the whole picture. They just like they're on their mission, they're on interference mission, crash dummy mission. That's what I was saying on Cryptex's live though, from what I gather, like talking to those people. It's like they only know so much, Because if they knew more, dude, those people get fucked up all the time. They would give up more. But they're on a mission, dude, and they hide what you could tell just by like the shit they say what they're there for. They'll never admit that they were sent by anybody or whatever, but they were, and the cops are fully like aware of it. Dude.
Cops are complicit because they're not doing shit about it.
Yeah, there's a symbiotic relationship there. So like, people. That's why people are calm now. But at the same time, there will be strikebacks in the future as far as like call outs, exposures, Epstein style lawsuits, because you guys were too fucking bold. You guys didn't let people leave in peace. You went on overdrive, and then you're upset and shit that your name's getting called out for having guilt knowledge, which you did because you knew the killer before arrest and said 1,000 fucking like. There's more pieces than that, dude. There's more indicators than that. So it's like, dude, it's criminal shit, and you guys overplayed you got too bold, dude. It's like you should have just like calmed the fuck down. People to the left, but
that's
it's like
that's what pisses me off. It's like you motherfuckers should be ducking back in the shadows right now. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Everything I'm seeing is it. You know what it's like, Alex? It's like it's like it's symbolic. Okay, because look, you saw Epstein go down, right? And Ghislaine Maxwell. So that's like symbolic, right?
Yeah.
They're not biggest traffickers. Okay, then you see now you got P. Diddy, right? It's like symbolic because he's like a celebrity. You got the owner of Telegram, right? He got popped. It was symbolic. But you know what's funny about that? When I read the French articles, the French coverage translated, they specifically put CSAM as one of the top reasons they popped him. Okay, because Telegram was allowing the CSAM like a fucking plague. Okay, you know what's odd though? You go to this mainstream media in the U.S., zilch. All they're reporting is like, oh, poor guy, freedom of speech, he got popped. And then I'm thinking, wait up, why is France, who popped him, saying we popped him for CSAM and for illegal financial transactions, blah, 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 on his platform and allowing it when it was reported? So it's kind of like this dichotomy. It's like, yeah, they're popping people at the top. The Americans are never really going to blaspheme and say a lot about it. They're just going to like say, they're going to let the court documents speak. They don't even.
And let me say another thing, and they will know this, dude. It's happened with both you and me in the last month. That whole like shtick of like when you get too hot to something, info, whatever, and they try harassing you, and it's like I can say the same for you and me. So let me say an example. It's like, Prof raped me. I need shopping money. Get this. Go attack him. Like that shit ain't working anymore because people are tapped into it, dude. They know now. It's like you're a dark web motherfucker, aren't you? Like your baby dad is a dark web motherfucker. Like you're a trauma motherfucker, aren't you? So like we're already on this shit, dude. So like it's like, dude, you led to a person that had guilt knowledge of RA's name. Like that shit ain't working anymore, dude. With the community, and you harass everybody across the board. So like everybody's tired of your ass. So like send in a new crash dummy because this shit's not worth it, dude. I'm like, let's get some real sextortion going on in here, dude. Let's get some younger, hotter fucking broads, dude. Like I'm done.
Yeah. Send in the real good agents,
Send
because
the
these
best.
agents you got, like, they in their 40s and it ain't
I'm
working.
over it, dude. Like, get some new ones, dude, because these ones are blown out, dude. I want some new, like, hot, piping, spicy Latina, 20 agents. And even Adrian agrees, too. We want to see more feistiness, dude.
We
It's
need the
like,
spice.
we need
We
the
need
spice,
spice.
dude. Spice of life, dude. I'm
Look,
done with this
Digital's
shit, dude.
killing. Digital says baby oil sales down 75%. 1,000 bottles, yo.
1,000
P.
bottles,
Diddy
dude.
had 1,000 bottles. He was ready. Like,
Yeah, bro. Dude, he's ready to go.
but you know what he did? He also had the Epstein going.
Yeah.
Sextortion. He had video cameras in all those bedrooms getting his footage because he's going to extort your ass just like Epstein was doing for Mossad.
Yeah, dude. And the thing with that shit, dude, it's like, it's not so much, like I said, when I was being sextorted, it's not that the dick pic is out and your dick is smaller or whatever, or you have a stomach at the time or whatever. It's like, where the fear comes from is what it does to your home life when, like, a girlfriend finds out and it creates chaos. Like, that's where the fear sets in. That's where the physically induced stress, goes in. And that's why they push it all the way to the limit. And the threat was over because they already blew their nuke. So I was ready to go out, dude. That's why I could say, like, on here, like, Don is a pedophile. Luis is a pedophile. Paradox is a pedophile. Luis's baby daddy is a pedophile. Robert Lindsay is a pedophile. And there's other names on the tip of my tongue that are pedophiles. Pedophile, dark web. In on the murders. I saw the pics on the dark web years ago. Defamation me for that when you said it with your own mouth. So what's up? Why do you have a knee-jerk reaction when I say it, Luis? Like when I said, oh, there might be photos on the dark web. When you said, oh, there might be photos on Stephen and Delphi, like, please, why aren't you doing anything about it? It's because you're tapped in with the foster home human trafficking network. You're getting that little, minor childhood dick, like Carroll County. Are you pedophile? It seems like it. If you're in on this shit and, like, solo world over with me, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. Stevenson's granddaughter account, minor honeypot, I don't think so, dude. You guys are fucking pedophiles. Go fuck yourself. We're on your ass, and there will be vengeance. Maybe not this year, but in the next. And, like, you fuckers have families. You fuckers have children. You're playing these stupid games. Like, I don't have children, So, like, quit fucking with me, dude, and others. So, like, we pretty much got all the winning cards, me and Prof, dude, because, like, we combined, and, like, they're terrified, dude. We're like Suge Knight in this bitch right now, Prof. Like in the 90s, dude, peak, dude. They're so afraid, dude. So it's like, dude, we got all the winning cards, dude. I don't see a way how we don't win as far as them knocking it off in the future. But, like, let's say, Prof, example, you and me get knocked off, whatever. Like, everybody will know where it fucking came from, 100%. Everybody will know.
This is all
Who to blame.
allegedly, by the way. Allegedly. Yeah.
So, like, we got the winning cards here. They just gotta knock it off, And it's like, if you want the case to wrap up and be over, then knock it off, dude. And that's pretty much all there is to it, But the journalists, yeah, they're pussy. I don't blame them, but, like, it's like,
all the journalists, they don't want to cover shit. Like they don't want to get their hands dirty.
Yeah, dude, pretty much. But yeah, everybody's set to their game now. So, like, yeah, Luis has been trying to start shit again on me and Mar since we fucking talked about the dark web shit. She activated on Friday the 13th, but she also joined the Discord last year on the 13th. She's a dark web motherfucker, dude. Her baby dad's a dark web motherfucker. Like, me and Mar live closer, dude. Me and Mar know people. We were waiting for police to do the right thing. Well, like, we'll just straight up fuck up your baby dad, dude. We'll kill him. We'll kill him straight out. We'll kill him. Your daughter will be spared. You will be spared. We'll kill your fat baby dad, dude. We'll pop him like departed, throw him off the building like a grape. We'll kill his ass, his fat chomo ass. We will kill him, and I'll love it, dude. I'll throw him off fucking Irvine Spectrum fucking Edwards, dude. I will do it, dude. So, police, you address that, you deal with it, and that's it, Oh, yeah, so that's when I hacked into, King Anthony Schott's Klein account. Yep. Yeah, so that's when I was testing, like, you could do rapid iteration through Keek to get into there,
Say that again, because I'm kind of retarded on that one.
Hey, so basically, you could test out a bunch of password tries in Keek versus how do they say it? Keek. I don't know if I fucking forgot.
Yeah.
Keek. Before you go to Instagram, so you're like, you could test out which password works before you take it over to somewhere else that's more sensitive.
See, I'll
pretty
say it
much,
this
you
way. The first pedos that came at my son, where do you think it was?
know? LA.
Kick.
Oh, fuck, man. Makes
And then
sense,
you know
huh?
where else? You know where
Hmm.
else? Plenty of fish.
Oh, that makes sense, man.
You know where else? Telegram.
Yeah.
Kick, plenty of
Yeah.
fish, Telegram.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy
fuck
shit,
around,
man.
find out.
Dude, we got this shit in the bag, dude. We got it, man. Oh, that's a
Oh,
answer.
sorry, wrong one. I'm looking for this
No,
one.
it's all right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's a tip to that I sent. So basically, I tried it on Kick. I saw the password work. I sent it in, worked on Instagram, sent it in. Here's the thing, from what I've heard, dude, I can't speak on it 100% fact. Wife Lilith has control of all those accounts now. She was given like 100% access from King Klein, and she showed me the proof that she did know what she was talking about. So she's in that. She's running that shit now. So like, dude, even outside the Klein shit, she has a lot of knowledge. She put me on a lot of games. So like, you know, she has knowledge. She's very fucking knowledgeable. She's a good source. I would consider her a good source. You know, and
So
it's like, yep.
this is December 7th, 2021. So I'm putting this up for the record because I mean, bro, you're really brave putting up your actual. See, these
You
are
know
what
me, bro.
receipts are.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
hold
the
on,
truth,
Alex.
man.
I got it. I got to scold the public in the United States of America. These are what fucking receipts are. Okay, unredacted. December 7th, 2021. All right, are you getting it?
Yeah, dude, it's legit. And Matt Sullivan was a witness to that shit, and we're not on good terms now. But you know, he saw me pull that shit off. You know, everybody knows how I did it. I showed the method. But yeah, dude, and it's weird. Libby's Twitter account getting hacked the way it did. That was a sign of criminal underworld, and the weird
Hey,
message
hold
they
on,
left.
hold on. Tell about that because many of the listeners they don't have a damn clue about that. Would you please tell them about that?
Libby's account got hacked. I forgot, it was a couple of years ago before Alan's arrest, but it was creepy. It was like, if you caught on, it was some weird messaging like, "Hey, we're still running shit. We're still in control," type shit. You know?
Okay, yes.
Basically.
So understand, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Libby's was it Instagram?
Twitter.
Twitter. Okay, yeah. Libby's Twitter reactivated after Allen's, or was it right before? Before, after?
Yeah. Before Alan's arrest.
Oh, a couple weeks before. It was
Yeah.
right around the time of Allen's arrest. Libby's Twitter reactivated. And what did it say?
It said some Islam shit, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of these fucks, dude, they do have some like connection to like some Islam shit. To me, that just screams international. That doesn't scream anything about Islam. But like, I've seen a lot, dude. And there's something there. A lot of them are married to Middle Easterns. They fucking related to Middle Easterns, or they're with some like white dude who wants to be Middle Eastern. So it's like, there's
Well,
some.
that's
It's
where
some
a lot of
bullcrap
the
shit.
selling of humans happens is
Mm-hmm.
out
Human
there.
trafficking.
I know
Yeah.
all of you've seen the Taken movies that are actually like
Mm-hmm.
based
That's
in
game.
reality, especially that first one.
Yeah, dude. But dude, yeah, it's a wild time. We're getting to the bottom of this shit, man. Like they're afraid. They are afraid when people swarm up and have the same goal, dude, and like they throw up the white flags. But it's like, all we're asking, dude, is like, we already know you're not gonna get arrested because you got police pedo protection, whatever. But it's like, just stop with the bullshit, because now we're like guard dogs, dude. We're rabid, dude. As soon as you do that shit, dude, we're calling it out. We see it. All your Friday the 13th shit. Hey, you guys heard about the dark web? Like, we're onto that shit, dude. Like, go fuck yourself with that Chomo shit. Like, take your fucking Chomo money and run to another fucking, community, or go run to fucking Valorant or Fortnite with all your fucking kids, dude. Like, we don't want to fucking see your ass here, dude. You're unproductive at best. So, like, it's a done deal, dude. We're on the winning team now, dude. Like, you guys fucked up. You know where you fucked up? Is you worked in groups and people saw the pattern. If you had done it by yourself, you were there, people might not notice, but you were too bold, you worked in patterns, people caught on, and the show's over, party's over now. So it's like, I would just fucking leave the country and go drown in the fucking Antarctic if I were you, dude, because like, it's over, dude. Everybody's hip to it now. So it's like, the master equation you know, the code algorithm, whatever has been revealed, like everybody's onto your shit now, you know, pretty much, you know.
Pretty much. It basically, like what we're saying here is it proves that this is connected to Delphi. Now, in what way?
Mm-hmm.
We can't tell you. We don't know. We literally,
Yeah,
honestly, don't
100%. That's
know.
all we can say with 100% is criminal in nature, like criminal organized crime in nature, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're getting at. That's what Alex was getting at when he said about the POI. It's no longer about like, is it this guy? Is it this guy? Is it this? No, we're talking about, is it what we are saying? And
Yeah, it is,
it's
dude.
already proven it is. Why would the Delphi task force seek information on Anthony underscore shots? Okay.
Yeah.
Why would Doug Carter say tentacles? Why would we have all of this social media phenomena coming like a tidal
Yeah.
wave to
And why
shut
the
up?
wigging out on the if it was actually Richard Allen or not, which we all know it was, but why the wigging out on that? And why the wigging out on the Stevensons trying to bury it? And those same people that had, you know, so and so's mouth name in their mouth, Richard Allen's like, oh, we just want to know who was talked to. What's the item? We just want to know who was talked to. What's the item? What's the item? What's the item? What's the item from all of them? It's like both of them, and there's a couple of them over there, but like at least two of them. It's like, and those people, same people saying dark web, dark web, dark meat, dark web, dark web, dark web, dark web, dark web. Oh, you said dark web. I'm mad now. Dark web, dark web. It's like, come on, bro. It's like, you think we're fucking fools, dude? Like, you guys aren't that fucking smart. You may have money, but it's chomo money, so that's easy money. So you're not that smart. We're smarter than you. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You're going history as a chomo. Go fuck yourself. Luis, you and your baby daddy, go fuck yourself. History as a chomo, go fuck yourself. You know what's happening? Go fuck yourself. And we all know that, bro. So, like, you reactivated on the 13th, not me. So let's not forget that, bro. So, like, yep, it is what it is. So, like, yeah, Rico, they're
The
after,
opinions
dude.
of Prof's guests are not necessarily the opinion of the Prof.
Amen to that. Yeah, amen to that on the Prof. He doesn't wish harm on anybody, but,
Allegedly,
like,
hypothetically, for
allegedly.
entertainment purposes, educational purposes,
Yeah,
home,
entertainment.
etc. Sorry, guys.
But, bro, legit, have you seen Beetlejuice 2, Prof?
Say that again.
Have you seen Beetlejuice 2?
No.
So,
Well,
anyways,
actually, don't bring me there, man. Don't bring me. Allegedly, hypothetically, for
so
entertainment.
allegedly, I saw Beetlejuice 2, and like Luis is like the death bitch in that movie, and she's like, I'm Beetlejuice, and she's just coming after me wherever I go, dude. It's like she's coming after me, like, you know, I love her when she's good, but when she's not good, and her chomo husband is pulling the strings, dude, I just want to throw him over the building, like, you know, so he could pop like a grape, like was it Martin Sheen in The Departed, or whoever the fucking Sheen was in The Departed, you know, and they got thrown out the building. It's like, dude, because his belly, dude, he's like made to pop, dude, off the building. So, like, you know, that's what I'm about, you know, kind of that lifestyle, you know.
Yeah, well, I've always said, why is this case surrounded by sex workers? I've just never understood it. I've never understood it. Double homicide of two young girls who may have been the targets of some sort of sexual fantasy. Why are sex workers surrounding this case like it's going out of style?
And they're not Twitch, like, goody, you know, like art school dropout type OnlyFans girls. They're like, came from Tweakerville, Motel 6 type shit, or came from the baseball stadium on some like high-end, high-volume trafficked escort type shit. So it's like, oh, what is that about, dude? Like, whoever spent the money on that shit, that you need to get your refund back, because you just totally gave away the whole play, the whole game. It's like, it's over, dude. It's so over, bro. It's like, you guys can't pull the same shit you used to pull, dude. It's like those tricks, it just don't work anymore, dude, like they used to. So, like, we saw your biggest mistake was working in a team, working in swarms. People identified it. Like, you're done for, dude. Like, the dark web chomo shtick is up, dude. Your days are over, dude. So,
Oh, look, Skip just sent me a something very relevant here. Let me pull it up. Damn, Skip, Skip delivers, man.
Mm-hmm.
People, you know, that's, you notice the pattern here. Do you realize, Alex? See, you and I haven't talked about this yet, but I guess we're about to now. Do you realize that dossiers were sent to YouTubers on both Skip and myself?
DAs? Or what was sent to both Skip and yourself?
Hit pieces, dossiers, like packets of information to be used for taking us down.
Well, dude, like, let's be honest, the police didn't like me, dude. They were playing games with me because, I was speaking on criminal underworld shit. They didn't like you. That's why they pitted us together, and they pitted me against many other people, the same shit. But, like, we figured out the code, and like, it's not as bad. That's why shit's not as chaotic as it was, like, earlier this year or later last year, because we figured out the code. And we're like, these motherfuckers, they love the distraction, the chaos, because then it takes off the heat, of them, and you don't talk about dark web and tweaker shit and they're still vetting. They hate it when you say, hey, they might be still vetting for people over on another case. They hate that shit because they're like, dude, we thought we had to fix it in with our little pedo, protector Carroll County people over on our end. They were supposed to protect us, but you're telling us there's police where they don't protect us in another state. It's like, yeah, bitch, because you're too fucking messy. You're too fucking bold with your flapjack fucking IHOP titty fucking Louise and Blueberry fucking Doughboy, her baby daddy, Chomo fucking restaurant, dude. I'm over this shit, dude. Like, get them off this case, dude. Like, you had plenty of time. You fucked up. You fucked up by not doing anything about it, and that's why we are where we're at. You fucked up. So, like, it's not my fault. It is your fault.
Coma. Let's coma. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. I got this for you, dude. Look,
yeah, let's hear it.
Skip delivered. What is this?
Shout out to Michael Myers and the Sky Vodka, bro. That's it, dude. That's when she got hacked, dude.
5/19/21. So this is not a couple weeks. It's it's a while. But
yeah.
I mean,
see, exactly, dude. Exactly,
so is this so my question here, because I mean sometimes people don't ask the obvious questions.
It's a hack, bro.
Is this a hack?
Yeah.
Or is this someone that already gained access to the real? Like, think about it. This could be a hack, or this could be someone who gained access. Whether it be purchased.
They usually act fast, dude. They don't linger that long, from what I've seen, dude. So, my personal opinion, they just did that, and there was something, probably, if I had to tell you, there was something that agitated them in that moment for them to do that, just like with the RA shit when they were threatening him and taunting him and all that shit. Something agitated them for them to do that, just like when I got my recent Friday the 13th dark web birthday bash on the Friday the 13th. It was because I had been bombastic and said a lot of shit about, dark web, everybody dies, the case of dark web in nature. Why are there are all these chomos on the case, these fucking snuff film chomos on the case, like, and I questioned people on why they were saying there was a dark website, and they got butthurt about it, even though they've been telling everybody and their mother, like, dark web. Oh, I saw the picture on dark web. It's like, oh yeah, really? What site? And then they get butthurt and pull some shit on the 13th. You gave it away with the 13th. We all know who did it. And it's like, dude, you gave away your cars. You guys are too fucking stupid. Show's over. It's criminal underworld. Go fuck yourself. Like, so yeah, that is something pissed them off, Prof, for them to do that around that time.
So you see what doesn't make sense here? Okay, because I could break this down to like some meta level shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Little Bighorn National Monument. Okay, what doesn't make sense about that is that's basically a cemetery. Okay.
Yeah, it is weird, huh?
Okay, so that's weird. The Shia, or like,
shit, yeah.
It's one of the two main branches of Islam.
Yeah, man.
The mid 14th century actually means the 1300, so that's the number 13.
Yeah.
You're saying like a sect.
They have 13 in it, 14.
Number 13.
Yeah, right. They love that 13 number, dude. Like Louise told me, dude. Cemetery. It's a satanic number, dude.
Yeah, and then it says in the past. So it's pretty odd, because if you read it, like, clearly it doesn't make sense in English. The Shia, the mid 14th century, caused the Little Bighorn National Monument.
It's just like the threat to Richard Allen. Use his full name, not his regular, but say Small Town Civics means Small Town CVS. He was he would know that was for him. Just like when Louise, big sextortion chomo agent that led to Dawn, threatened me, I knew that was only for me. So creepy that YJ hit me up
I know she likes to deny it. Why? She has nothing to do with it, by the way. I don't think she's criminal underworld, dark web. So creepy. It caught her attention. She hit me up about it. I knew what it was. I didn't want to tell her what it was because I knew where it was going to go. And by the time I knew where it was going to go, I did prepare. I mitigated the damage, but there was still damage. And I told police way ahead. They didn't do shit about it because they're in the pocket. They're in the fucking bed with these chomo fucking human trafficker honeypot motherfuckers. I swear to God, dude. It's
Well,
a
there you
fact,
go.
dude.
There you go.
It's a
That's
fact,
what it
dude.
seems like, that there
It's a
are
fact,
certain
yeah.
law enforcement. For instance, the rumor coming about this judge who was just shot by the sheriff, you know, is that the rumor so far that I've been able to ferret out is that the daughter was pregnant by the judge and is 17 years old or something.
Jesus, man.
It's bad. Okay, it's bad. Did you see the judge named Mullins? All right, so let me pull all this shit down. Hold on, let's pull some shit down.
Well, let's see how I go on this shit. I charge it for a little bit, dude. I go for a while. Fuck it, dude. Dude,
All
this live got good. Dude, this live gonna shake. Dude, there gonna be some fucking meetings over this live, dude. City council meetings, dude.
City council.
But,
let me see
yeah,
if I can.
dude.
I want to pull up. I want to pull something up, and we heard it at the beginning, but just check out the verbiage here, okay? Because this shit runs deep, dude. Listen to what's said, okay? Let me see. I don't want to f up because I always mess up. Okay, here we go.
Long line of success stories of our partnership. Superintendent.
All right, now, yo, Alex and listeners, listen to the very first things he says because people forget this, but this is absolutely matter of fact. That's the thing. I think he's pissed off because Abby and Libby's just been killed months earlier. Okay, he's having to deal with this shit, and he gets a win. So listen to what he says when he steps up. Okay, let me play it. Because I think this might have flown by a lot of you, okay?
Thank you very much. Every keystroke, every image, every video that's sent or received is recorded forever.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Okay? The NSA has been mainlining the entire internet since the 1980s.
Yeah.
Stepped up to the podium, and although I don't like him very much at this moment in time, I find it extremely interesting that the first thing he drops is a mic drop. He drops a fucking fact that most people never think about. And to me, you know what this is? This is intimidation to other criminals of the ilk of Buster Hernandez. Once again, let me let it sink in.
Much.
Yeah.
Every keystroke, every image, every video that's sent or received is recorded forever. My gosh, I hope people hear that. Even for sick individuals like Brian Keel, I hate to even reference his name, thought he could hide under the cover of the dark web. Not with the expertise of the FBI in the United States of America. He did not hide. So is today the day, for those that are watching, that is your day?
So I'll get his ass out of the way with the riddling and the weird body language, but he wasn't lying, and I think he was pissed, and I like that opening statement.
Yeah.
So let that be a message to you fucking freaks.
Now we're tapped into. We got the pattern, dude. Like, shoot, dude. I could say you and me could say so much more, dude. But like, there's more levels up higher, dude. Like we've seen the sky both, dude. Like you on defense side, me on prosecution. We both kind of like hybrided out to the other side, you know, because our intentions were genuine. We did want to get answers. We're not in on this shit to like clamp down on something. So like, man, what was my point with that? You know, the point is that there is more that we could talk about. The reason we don't is because some people are naive and will flip the fuck out, you know, but oh, you know, you say like, oh, you know, they're not ready for it, you know, but it's like, you know, it is criminal underworld. For sure, I think, dude.
Well, and that's the Friday night Alex Voorhies, the criminal underworld. This is what we're
Yeah,
saying.
dude.
We're not fucking around, okay? Because here's the bottom line. Like Alex just said, our hands ain't in this shit. Okay?
Yeah.
We care. This has been a
Yeah.
long time coming, and there's been way too much harm caused. You've caused physical harm to others, emotional harm to others, mental harm to others, financial harm to others. There's been
Mm-hmm.
a lot of harm spread around to try to cover your own asses and all of the shit that your hands are in. Okay? So we're standing back and we're saying, look, I don't know about Richard Allen. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know about the family. I don't know about shit. But here's what I do know
Yeah.
about you motherfuckers.
That's what we noticed. Like, saying if Richard Allen's innocent or guilty, that doesn't piss them off. They want it wrapped up, to be honest. They love it, dude. Whatever. What pisses them off more is if you say, hey, I think there's more to this. Like, what about that dark web shit? What about those motorcycle gang threats? What about meth, Odinism, and, you know, Tweakerville possibly being tied to the dark web? And, like, what if the Odinism was like, yeah, you had to have knowledge of Odinist with real Odinist, whatever. But what if it was just like staging for the dark web, whatever? And it's like they go, woo, you know, you know, all that shit. So it's like, yeah. Where's your husband make money from, by the way? Like, why? How are NFTs still relevant in this year? Like, why do you have police protection? Why you're not why are you not afraid of police? Why are you working in a group with other people of similar ilk? Like, what is that about? And you're crossing sides all the time. Like, just you're never getting any results. You're just wreaking interference, havoc, like a crash dummy. So,
Chaos agents. Chaos agents.
what is that about? You're never making tips, valuable tips, too, mind you, and like you're always bullshitting, lying. It's like, what is that about? Like, you guys gave up the shit, dude. You were too bold. You got too stuck in your ways. You get, you know, it's like any good scammer, dude. Eventually, you get caught because you got too confident in your ways. So, you've been caught, dude. The scam's over. So, you will never pull another one of these in your life. And you're done for, dude. You're done, dude. You're waterlogged. Like a IHOP pancake sitting saggy at a fucking table for like 30 minutes, dude. You're done, dude. You are done. You are not fresh. You're not cool. You are done. So, like, you're over, dude. Luis. Luis's baby daddy. Dude, you're done. And the others of her ilk, you know who you are. So, like, you're done,
The
dude.
opinions
You're fucking
expressed
done.
on the Prof channel are not are not
Amen. Amen.
by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Prof's
It's all
guests,
me.
not necessarily the views of the Prof.
Yeah, dude. All that Friday the 13th shit you shoved up your ass, dude. Fuck that, dude. But like, I hope you guys get at least 13 years in jail, dude, for all the shit you pulled. But you know, dude. Shit. Do we have any more receipts to cover? Or is that pretty much it, dude? Did we
We
bash
did
through all
it.
the?
We're at the end of the road.
Fuck yeah, dude. We did good. The next ones, dude. I've shown him all the receipts for that. It's fucking even crazier than that, dude. But like, yeah, we did pretty good,
Let me do
man.
this. Let me do this for the people. You guys got some. Hey, it's Alex is the punching bag. So any of you guys got some want to throw some punches? Throw them now because we'll be
Yeah.
get up soon. So go ahead, get your punches in.
Get your punches
He's
in.
drunk.
Fuck, dude.
All
Yeah,
right.
dude. I got more receipts, and so does Prof. More happenings like that are scary that
Oh,
we touch
I didn't
upon
tell him that we only showed what about a third of the receipts.
that I sent tonight. Yeah, I sent some crazy shit, dude. Some wild shit, but like, yeah, dude. We're on the up and up. There's a good synergy right now. It's just gonna keep going. And they keep, dude. Like, even when me and Prof we hit a high, or other people we collab, I'm not supposed to collab with, and we hit a high. And then I get phone calls and people crying like, oh, like, oh, you did this, blah blah blah. It's because like it's too good, dude. They like can't stand it, bro. And it's like, bro, like it's not stopping, dude. Like if it feels good, we're doing it, and it's like we're not hurting anybody, dude. Like we're not even it's pretty much guaranteed none of you guys are getting arrested. So it's like, what the fuck do you care, dude? It's like you guys don't want to have anybody a good time. Like, do we have to believe in your deception to have a good time all around? Is like that's what it is, dude. That's what you get off on? Like, I don't get it, bro. It's like we can have a good time, dude. I could tip you in to FBI and nothing happened, and we can still have a good time, bro. Like, I don't get it. So what's that about? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's like they want us to live in their fantasy world. It's like they're the hot shit. It's like oh, you believe my theory, you want to fuck me, you believe what I say, but we're never gonna fuck. The theory's never gonna happen. It's that like that. That's what it is. Because like, dude, then it's never gonna happen, dude. It's just like it is what it is, and that's what it is, I say no controlling the narrative. The narrative is like touch and play with things for yourself, and just know that it is sketchy in nature. Basically, it doesn't even have to be organized crime, whatever. Just sketchy in nature, and like that just takes off so far because everybody's experienced it for themselves. So there are chomos following the kids for a reason. There are motorcycle bitches threatening for a reason. There is like meth, onanism, motorcycle shit related for a reason. Tweakers on the dark web for a reason. It's like sextortion on the case for a reason. Police afraid for a reason. It's like, you guys did this to yourself. Don't be afraid. Like, if you guys want the credit, take the credit. Like, quit playing games, and we could work from there. But they want to be deceptive till the end, till they die from cancer or whatever the fuck they say they have. But like, it is what it is, bro. So like, that's it, dude. And that's a wrap, dude. That's one of the best lives I've ever done, Prof. I'm still, brave as a motherfucker. So like, fucking shit. You ready to wrap it up for the night, man?
Yeah, I'm trying to get something together, and of course I'm failing because my computer's slow, man. My computer sucks. Let me see if I can get it. So what I'm gonna do, and no one else coming in to punch. So this one says, I seen where lines. I don't know if you can read this, Alex. Lines phone was factory reset. February 23rd, 2017, went from an
Klein's,
iPhone.
he's saying Klein's, yeah.
Klein's.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's crazy, man. I got some shit to say, man. Like, fuck. I can lash out right now.
Folder.
Paradox, dude. Like, you could be cool, but like, get a hold on your chomo, fucking Charlie's Angels, dude. Because like, that shit was not the vibe, dude. Like, bro, I go into that in detail, but like, that shit was not the vibe, dude. And like, just get a hold on it, or give me 50K, dude. What's with you and Sue Rice? Like, if you wanted me to shut the fuck up, give me 50K. Don't send fucking Louise Flapjack I have titties on me, dude. Like, I threw that shit off the table, dude, because that shit was not cool, dude. That shit was waterlogged, bro. Like I told you, Paradox Storm's coming, so like, give me 50K, dude. Like, chip in, bro, and I'll shut the fuck up and go my separate way. But like, all these like stank ass, like cooch ass titties, dude. It's like, I can't deal with it, dude. Like, I'd rather batch order a bunch of homeless out the dark web and throw them off the pier for having the shits or something, dude. Like, this shit is not the vibe, dude. But yeah,
Good vibe. I mean, I get it. I mean, Yeah, it's like I mean, a substantial amount of money would make anyone go away.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we didn't ask. I mean, look, bottom line, I don't know about Alex, but I'll tell you, I didn't ask for this shit. I really didn't. I had a perfectly nice life.
Well, let's be honest, Prof. What would make you go quiet? Me, it's 50K. 50K would make me go quiet. What would make you go quiet and just fuck off? 50K.
I'll go away for a year. Okay, I'll go away for a year.
Well, 50K for a year. What's the price for a year for Prof to be away from the case?
Yeah, that'll work. 50K.
50K a year. 50K a year. Mine and Prof's fee. I almost said prices fee instead of Prof. Me and Prof's fee. 50K each. We will go away for a year, and then it's on a renew schedule, and there will be litigation. No, not litigation. Mitigation. What's it called? Whatever the fuck, dude. Like 50K a year, dude. Make it happen, dude. Like, send it to us. How do we get no crypto, dude? Because I don't trust you fucks. You guys are all on the dark web, but like, you know how to like do the scams and shit. So like, how would they give us the 50K, Prof? Like Monero or what?
Oh shit, I don't know. I mean, I'll take some XRP or I'll take some cash. I don't know.
I would take a check, because like, it's like, if you get it from one of those folks, like, at least their names on it. So like 50K check, and it has to clear, dude. Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, most of them can't pay the rent,
Fuck, where are they blowing all that fucking dark web money, dude? On the dark.
That's what I'm saying.
They're blowing it at Dodger Stadium, dude, in Anaheim City. It's for real, dude. And like, dude,
Fiend says his price is higher. Well, yeah, I would like it to be higher.
Yeah, what's your price?
Higher,
is it like
are they paying
or what?
higher?
Dude, they're not paying shit, dude. They're cheap as fuck. They send us stank ass pussy that won't even fuck us in real life. Like, dude, you want me to be honest? Here's the worst thing with Louise, too. It's like, she wouldn't even meet it. She can't meet in person, dude. She can't if she wanted to. So it's like getting a counterfeit gas station burrito. So like you grabbed a gas station burrito because you were hurting at the time. You're like, oh, fine, I'll eat this. Then you find out it's plastic and made to poison you with razor blades and shit. And it's like, oh, like that's how it is, dude. So that bitch, she could be jealous over whoever, fight whoever. Oh, I'm jealous of this Mar and this and that and everybody else. But it's like, dude, you're not a real boy. You're Pinocchio. You're not a real boy. You can't really fuck. You can't really take the place of anybody because you're not a real person because you're stuck in your fucking cage like a fucking hamster, like Hamtaro all fucking day, dude. You're not a real fucking person. Like break free from your chains, then we could talk. We can't talk till you're free from your fucking Osama bin Laden Hamtaro cage, dude. You are stuck in sextortion fucking purgatory, dude. Get free of that, then we'll talk. Until then, you know where you're at, dude. You're on Pinocchio with the Island of Lost fucking boys' toys, fucking sextortion, whatever, dude. It's like, that's how it is, dude. So, like, it is what it is, dude. I don't make the rules, dude. Like, talk to your husband, dude. He's like Taliban hiding, moving around with Osama bin Laden and KBK, dude. Like, he needs to answer for his crimes one day because that guy, he's a piece of work. But, like, it is what it is, bro, and that's it,
Crazy, Alex. Alex, you're all fucking wound up. Look,
hell yeah, man.
no one came to fight you though. What the hell? I thought it was going to be like Alex.
Dude.
It's the punching bag session to
We got a lot of good shit out, dude. Watch the police just ignore this shit and then they want to cry. Oh, people just won't leave the case. Yeah, because of this shit. We just addressed that. You want to address because you're too chicken shit, you're too pussy. You're in on the pedo shit. Like, are you fucking Luis? And on the weekends and weekdays, that's why like this shit isn't getting solved. Like, I doubt it, dude. You're probably fucking a shittier, fatter version of Luis in the Midwest. That's why this shit isn't getting solved. Probably younger too. So like, minor or what? Like, why is this shit not getting solved? Like, solve this shit. We gave you the evidence. They had guilt knowledge of RA. You had more than enough reason to go after. Like, you're not getting solved because you're pussy. You're in on it. So, solve it if you want the case of riot control out, dude. Like, don't expect people to leave if they try to leave and these people are still getting fucked with, such as me. And like, I got receipts you wouldn't even fucking believe. So like, yeah, go take care of that shit or shut the fuck up. Tell them to stand down, shut the fuck up, or And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Alex. Speaking of receipts,
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a couple shows, so stay tuned next week for some receipt shows because I don't like some things that have been happening. So receipt shows coming. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Alex, dude, thank you so much for coming, for showing your receipts and letting the people know where you're coming from. And what can I say? Look, I know that we're over here. We just want the bullshit to stop. We know the fix is in. We don't care about that. We care about the truth about all of this because what it appears is that this case opens a door into something that no one ever wanted the door opened into. And there we are.
Yeah, we did good, man. We did good work. So, like, peace out. I was one of the best lives I ever did. I was a real motherfucker. And, like, I got receipts to it. Dude, because, like, prosecution side people, dude, I mean, they get on my nerves sometimes. They're like, well, did you file a police report? Were you really sick? Or it's like, yeah, I filed 3 police reports. And I made sure to include that they had, this person and these group of people have guilt knowledge of RA, and they didn't do shit. What does that tell me? Police are compromised, trafficking, escorts, minors, fucking all this shit. Luis's baby daddy's fucking dark web chomo money. These fucking chomo motherfuckers are always talking about dark web. They're all hanging together. Dark web, dark web, dark web, dark web. You talk about dark web, they freak out. Friday the 13th. These motherfuckers are like 30 below IQ points to me. The people that won't get it, these fuckers have to work in a swarm to attack people like you and me. So, like, yeah, I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm fed up. And yeah, I've had it, dude. And, like, Luis, Myanmar will kill your fucking baby daddy, throw him across the fucking pier into the ocean, his dead body. Police, you better fucking believe it. You can mark me on this shit. Make it a deal. We'll make it a big deal if you want to make it a big deal. We will do it. I swear to fucking God, I will do it. If you don't take care of the shit, make them go quiet. Make your fucking chomo fucking little bitch ass dark web agents go quiet. Make them go quiet. I'm sick of hearing about it. Bye-bye. Good night. Prof, thank you. You're a real one. Bye-bye. Hell yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the opinions of the guests on the Prof show are not necessarily reflect the opinion of the Prof, especially when it comes to that. But look, here's a problem. as I mentioned, it is my opinion that the Delphi murders opens the door into a world that was never supposed to be peeked into. Okay, and in my opinion, that's why you still don't have anything from the Dropbox, just like you don't have anything from Epstein's client list. Right. And I think if these people have it their way, you will never have that. But unfortunately, you got interested in a case that has tentacles. There are deep ties and there are dark ties. And as Alex says, dark web, dark web, dark web, sex, 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 kill, 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 meth, 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 drugs, 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 gang, gang, gang. As I said during the talk with Alex, you can go ahead and look at this case the way that the newbie journalist did in the very first day after the crime, when they said, "Oh, looks like someone got them on the bridge and just went killed them on Ron Logan's land. Oh, it must be Ron Logan." Or you can actually consider what you all know, what you've seen for years, and I mean all of it. Because when you look at this information, you have to look at all of the information, okay? I'm not just talking about receipts. I'm talking about when you look at this case, you have to look at all of it from day one, or actually before, prior to day one. And then you look at what happened. You look at every day since, all the things, everything you've ever seen on these screens, everything you've ever heard on that phone, and you process it, okay? And once you do that and you take a look at all the information, all the cards are laid out on the table, this has only one answer. And it's not Lone Wolf Killer on the Monon High Bridge. So it's extremely more complicated, many more tentacles, and it's not a fairy tale created by Gray Hughes for your easy digestion. Okay. So I'd like to inform you all that tomorrow morning there will be an amazing, extremely important, and how should I say, entertaining show for you guys. It's merely 10 hours away. I have posted it here in the chat. It's this one here. So tomorrow morning, our friends, you know what? I'll leave it a surprise. Tomorrow morning, we will have two amazing friends who are going to take you on a guided tour of Deer Creek live here on YouTube. So what's going to happen is 8:30 Eastern. We're going to go live. Okay. You're going to see Deer Creek like you've never seen it before. Okay. So if you don't mind, go ahead and click here now. Click on this link in the chat. And actually, I'll pin it for you. Click on the link, and that'll give you notifications for when it goes live. Now, I have to say this. It may be delayed or it may be early by a few minutes. Like I said, it may be delayed or it may be early, depending on travel considerations and other considerations with filming. But I guarantee you, if you just hit this link, okay, and then you hit the button that says notify me, it's the little bell that says notify me, you will be notified 30 minutes before it goes live. And it's going to be about I'll put it like Gilligan, a 3-hour tour. It's going to be a 3-hour tour. You're going to love it. Okay. So go ahead and please click on that and get notified. And tomorrow morning, first thing, you'll be able to enjoy a really wonderful, you know what? I might have messed up, come to think of it. I did mess up. I did not put my time in Eastern. Okay, that's where I messed up. So it's going to be Eastern time, so it's going to be earlier. So let me go back and correct that because I'm a goofball. Okay. What we really should be looking at is there we go. So tentatively, we're looking at 10:30 Eastern. Okay, do we get it now? Am I not messing it up now? Apologize for that. But if you hit the notification bell, you'll get it right anyway. So, like I said, you're going to get, let's check it now. Live in 8 hours. There you go. Live in 8 hours, which should be 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Tour of Deer Creek. It's going to be 3 hours approximately, and you're going to like it. So 10:30 Eastern. That's what I wanted to say. Notification on, says Phoenix. All right, awesome. Yeah, hit the notification. You're going to love it. It's going to be a good one. Prof, my problem is I get too many notifications, can't keep up, so I'm always late. Oh, that's okay. We understand that. But I'm telling you, 10:30 a.m., okay? Eastern. All right. All right. Nice one, Skip. All right, so you guys, listen. If you're on the replay, please hit the comment section. Please check out our funding support pathways. Support the channel. Your support's needed and greatly appreciated. I also want to give a special thanks today for Miss Haunted Parlor, who gifted, not only did she gift 10 memberships, okay, she gifted 10 memberships, amazingly. She also donated a $50 super sticker. So very, very big thanks to Miss Haunted Parlor for that. And a special thanks to all of you in the chat for contributing, and a special thanks to the guest, Alex. I would like to thank Heather Brown for being here, and Lisa, and Digital, Skip Jansen, Phoenix, Sandy D, Fur Baby Daddy, So Long Russell, Duck and Felonies, Digital, Fair Maiden Wins, Heather Brown, I already said hello. Duck and Felonies said hello. Dick Redshirt. All right, got you guys taken care of. House Broken. Jojo. Hey, thank you, Jojo, for that. Okay, Jojo, we got Westy was in the house. Who else was here? Carol. I have Apophis. Sandy D. Okay, Tracy Fleetwood. Woman Doing. Julie Melvin. Mar R. Hansy Bay. Jamie. Dark Arts by Adrian. Caitlin Woodward. Awesome. Got you guys taken care of. And hey, look, I guess I'll stop there. So anyone who was here at the beginning, way earlier, sorry if I missed you, but I know you were here too. So thank you for being here super, super, super early. And everyone who stuck it out to the end, thank you for sticking it out to the end. And yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow morning at 10:30 Eastern. Yeah, please hit the like on the way out. And yeah, so everything that's popping off is good for baby daddy, and it's popping off at would that be 9:30 Central? So tomorrow morning, uh, a 3-hour tour of Great Deer Creek, Gilligan's Island style. So Sandy D says, thank you, Alex and Prof. All right. Heather says, so generous. Yes, she was an angel. Thank you very much, Miss Haunted Parlor. And yeah, you guys, what can I say? Love each other, pray for each other, pray for Abby and Libby in this case, and stop the hate. And I'll definitely go and admonish Alex for the insightful language. But we know Alex gets very passionate, and he means the best for the case, and so do I. So God bless you all, and good night. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave the chat open like I do, 5-10 minutes for you to wind it on down. But again, thank you so much for coming to Friday night. Alex Voorhies, a criminal underworld with the Prof. FAFO, Unsolved Crimes and Crime. This is the Delphi Murders channel. Encouraging you all to do what you got to do to keep your head on straight, okay? Because it's hard in these trying times. And look, tell the New World Order, i.e. NATO, we don't want a war with Russia. Please stop what you're doing. All right, that's all I got to say. That's my political rant for the night. And good night, you guys. We love you. Hug your kids, hug your wife.